James.
Yeah.
That's not a heads up.
Like
Yeah,
I
just
just clicked on it.
Are we
A
live?
heads up is when you tell people beforehand. Hi, everybody.
I did. I asked.
No.
And you're
no,
like,
you
yeah,
didn't.
we're ready to go.
Viewers, he did not let it the record show.
There was no lag
There was
whatsoever.
no warning at all.
There was no lag whatsoever. I clicked on and you were like,
How are
James.
you? I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, hi,
Well,
everybody.
hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frigiphobia, Neon Goblin's run-through of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden from Wizards of the Coast. My name is Morgan. I will be your dungeon master this evening. I am joined, as always, by my fantastic players, James.
Hello.
Prescott.
Hi.
Chris. Alden.
Hello.
And Griffin.
I'm thankful for D&D and my friends.
We are
Griffin,
missing...
you always have the best lines.
He does. We're missing one of our players. We're missing Kelvin tonight for some reasons that couldn't be danced around, but he has insisted that we all delve the icy dangers of Icewind Dale nevertheless. So if you're watching, hi Kelvin, we missed you.
Love you.
So, as always, the precursor statement, Icewind Dale does at times become a truly dreadful horror adventure. If at any time you're uncomfortable viewing our channel, please, 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 you're welcome to step away and make sure that you preserve your peace and enjoy the stream. All the players are always prepared for what may come and know that if at any time things get too uncomfortable, they can interrupt gameplay so we can all have sort of a reset moment. So make sure you do the same thing, viewers. But before we jump into tonight's session, if we could have a recap, since it's been a little while since our last session. Alden, I'm going to put the labor of that burden on you.
Gosh, oh boy.
Yeah, not it.
Our party of intrepid adventurers is searching for Garrett and the group of adventurers he was taking up to the top of Kelvin's Cairn. And we were following his faithful hound, Boy, and using a hound's amazing tracking ability and the know-how of Zajin and Granny to trek the frozen wilderness, we were able to track down this party. We fought a group of Craig cats, and they were a lot more magically inclined than we would have expected from a wild animal. Very mysterious, very frost maiden-y. And then we tracked the party to a cave. Well, no, first, when we fought the Craig cats, we found Garrett. Garrett was wounded, and Garrett said his friends had been wandering, and we had to go find them, and we ended up tracking them to a cave where we fought Yetis. And it was terrifying and awful, and everybody almost died. And that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was the Yeti mommy and daddy left behind a little baby Yeti. Luckily, Zajin solved that dilemma because he is a follower of the Raven Queen, and understanding that a baby alone in the frozen north is going to die.
Oh, God, there it is.
Yeah, I put the picture
He
up again.
mercifully put it out of its misery.
Oh, my chest.
And did nothing wrong.
God, my chest. Oh.
Anyways, now the party with the halfling they've rescued and Garrett. I'm sure the halfling's name should be written down here, but I'm a jerk.
Oh.
Didn't have it. Anyways, the halfling we rescued and Garrett.
Perry Lou,
the halfling, and Garrett. We are going to try and get them back down Kelvin's Cairn and to safety.
Mm-hmm.
And we leveled up. Did we level up?
I'm still at level 3. I don't know about that.
Okay, and we're level 3.
Yeah.
We're level 3, which I think is new. I think that's new.
Mm-hmm. That is new.
You're welcome,
Okay,
everybody.
great.
We made it. All right, and
We
now
also continue to scale up beyond the cave in search of the final member of the expedition.
Asterix, tiefling.
Tiefling Asterix, who was found frozen solid in her state of despair and promptly looted for her goods. But, you know, that's
I skipped the horror parts. I'm sorry.
Nature of the biz.
But that is where we called it, was right after getting that loot from Asterix. So as we rejoin the party, we find you still shivering against the onslaught of the frigid temperatures that sink into every crevice in your armor, find every little gap in your furs that you've wrapped around you and cut to the bone. You can hear the perpetual sort of low moan and cutting shrill high pitch of the wind as it picks up around the top of Kelvin's cairn that you have braved in search of these individuals. Garrett himself healed a little bit by the party so he could sort of finish himself, but he and Perilou are waiting down below at the mouth of the cave that you rid of its Yeti nuisance. So what would we like to do?
Let's get off this frigid mountaintop and get back to civilization.
That's probably a good idea.
Sounds like an excellent.
Possibly see if we can check out that light I saw earlier too, out in the wilderness, because I did see mysterious lights.
Mysterious lights.
Yes.
Yes.
From this high vantage point, Zajin and Gran, you sort of glance down the dizzyingly steep slope of the northern side of the cairn, something that you haven't seen before. You've never traveled north of the cairn, but from this elevated vantage point, you're seeing this facade for the first time. And you see through the low-hanging sort of white atmosphere of snow clouds that perpetually encroach on ground level. There's a bit of the dark stone of the mountainside that seems to be oddly precise in its shape, almost geometric.
What do you think is down there, Granny? That doesn't look natural, I would say.
Oh, but it also doesn't look like something we really wanna take part in, does it? We're all a little tired and cold.
Have you guys ever read any H.P. Lovecraft?
No.
I did not know that existed in this universe, but I will
I've
get
spent my
right on
time
it.
studying about
It
the
doesn't.
Arctic.
I'm just saying.
What if we just threw a rock down there? See what we hear.
That's
I
a
am
great
happy.
idea.
I like that. Yeah, that's just
Love it.
Sure.
Is that what you do?
Who's
Yeah,
the best
I'm
at
good
throwing
at, like,
rocks?
I do not
Like
throw
a-
a rock.
What? Like a
No, you can throw a rock. I'm just
Okay,
saying
yeah,
I don't throw a rock.
that's okay.
You can throw a rock all you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not throwing it, I'm like dropping it to see.
Okay, it is a couple hundred feet down below that you can see this. Just do me a favor, roll a flat d20. I'm just
That's
curious to
Always
see.
what I want to hear.
Here comes the natural 20.
5.
5. Okay. You sort of step up to the edge with this sort of medium size, easy to find loose piece of stone and drop it down the side, and you watch it tap, tap, tap. And with each impact, you see more and more little pieces, and then handfuls of snow, then dinner plate size sheets that expand to massive shifting plates of snow as you hear a distant rumble begin to echo up from the mountainside, watching an avalanche begin to cascade down beneath you. So I'm going to roll something.
As long as
real
it's
quick.
beneath us.
Yeah. You might as well get it started before we start walking down.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not a dwarven or camp. Or I wonder if that's where the
Grant,
I have
goblins
something
are.
for this.
perception check.
That'll be alright.
See?
Grant.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat it?
Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah. Sure.
All right.
Sorry about that.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to say, fool of a took. Go ahead.
Oh, that one's a natural 20 plus 4, so 24.
Okay, 24. So as you sort of watch the billowing clouds of ice and snow being picked up by this shifting rock slide that you've started, you hear from far below on the cairn, you swear, piercing through that rumble, you hear a bright sustained note, almost like a horn being blown. But it's only for a moment, and then it disappears under the rumble of the landslide cascading down the side.
Did you guys hear that horn?
Nope.
Oh,
Possibly
drat.
not. No.
There may have
Zadrin,
been
you can
someone
make a
down
perception
there.
Okay.
There may have been someone down there, so we should just head off this
Yeah.
mountain before we cause any more ruckus.
You mean you want to escape the site of your murder?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, we've all murdered somebody on this mountain, and I
That's
glance
fair.
over at Zajin.
Serious expression on my face, like, yeah, I don't feel great about it being done, but it had to be done.
Also, dirty glance.
Ryston sort of puffs his chest and speaks up. Well, I think we should probably get our adventurer friends there back to a warm bed for the night.
Very
Gesturing
true.
to where
Very true.
Perilu and Garrett are still waiting.
Very true.
Good. Let's go.
3 more.
Enough death on this
Mhm.
trip.
Okay. So you all move back down the cairn to the cave mouth. What we got. So you all can remember sort of the
Why
general-
did I think it'd be good to throw the rock? God.
I don't see why not.
What if I hurt them?
I'm sure it's fine.
So as you regather Garrett and Perilu, in the company of someone familiar to her, the small halfling woman seems to sort of be regaining her sense of composure, coming out of the almost shock-like state that you found her in, since she had been essentially the plaything of a wild yeti for the last couple of days. But she's gathered herself. You can see that she's wrapped in the extra furs that had been given to her, and she brightens a little bit at your approach. So are we gonna go home now?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the plan.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, great. Because I kind of hate it here.
Understandably so.
Hello, voice.
All right. So no additional checks necessary. You encountered pretty much every obstacle on the way up the cairn and either dealt with it or dispatched it.
Weird.
So
How'd that
yeah,
happen?
it's, just get it out of the way, right?
Mhm.
So it is easy enough to make it back to base camp. You do still have the rest of the sled dogs that were sort of tended to when you initially found it. The bits of supplies that had been destroyed have been shoved out of the way, picked over. Everything's already been recovered that was of any use. Garrett, of course, immediately with Boy sticking at his side, goes to tend the rest of the dogs and make sure they're all right. Sort of giving them each a once over. Rayston sort of keeps at the other side of Boy, overseeing the process as he has continued to keep a noted eye out for the well-being of the pack animals in this expedition. The rest of you,
Yes.
does anyone have a passive perception under 10?
I'm sure I do.
I think y'all are all good.
Oh, yay.
Y'all would notice that there is a very large set of fresh tracks passing not far from this base camp. Large humanoid tracks with some sort of drag marks behind them.
Ooh.
That's unsettling.
Can I do a let's see. Since in my favorite terrain, can I do a is it survival check? Yeah. Survival
What do you
check
want to
see,
discern?
more of the race or what made these tracks and if it's multiple or not.
Yeah, let me get a... You can make it nature or survival for this one.
It's gonna be survival because that's better bonus. And then it's favorite terrain bonus. Yep, that's +2. 25.
25. From the massive size of it and the presence of only 4 digits in these footprints, you immediately gather that these are some sort of ogrekin, and that whatever these drag marks are, it seems to be dragging some sort of sled or cart or other man-made vehicle behind it.
Well,
The direction seems to be leading away from the nearby town that y'all had left of Cairn, and seems to be skirting this east side of the cairn towards the north face.
Not necessarily towards us.
No, it seems like they were just passing through this immediate area.
it's like, all right, party. We should definitely get a move on. There's some Ogrekin in the area, and fortunately heading away from town, our target location.
All right.
So yeah, let's not set up camp here for the night. Let's press on, get some distance before we do.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
If you say so.
Agreed.
Okay. So easy enough. You traveled the route in daylight. You know your way back to the town, at least of Cairn. So is that where you're headed?
Closest spot. Get them to safety.
All right.
Because that's where Garrett's from anyway, right?
No, he's from the other side, because we met them there where we met his husband.
Mhm.
And they went over to Cairn. He's from,
Bryn Shander.
Bryn Shander.
Oh, he
Okay.
is?
Yeah.
No,
Mm-hmm.
or Targus. He's from Targus.
Oh,
Okay,
that's-
I didn't think.
We
Okay.
started in Bryn Shander,
Oh,
and then we
yes.
met them and went over to Targus.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have been all over the place, though. Look at this. Pretty much solved the adventure, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no.
Mhm.
All right. So simple enough to make your way back into the town. One of the easiest to spot establishments as you reapproach is the town of Cairn doesn't have the exterior wall like the larger towns you visited. You see the Northern Light, the inn and tavern where you met the Shorard sisters and the Dragonborn town speaker. Met him is a strong word. You interacted with him. He wasn't
Mhm.
exactly the most responsive in the drunken state that you found. But the lights within are brightly lit. You can smell the occasional waft of cooking meat that carries on the icy air that almost stings the inside of your nostrils with the absolutely Arctic temperatures.
Mm.
Harilu sort of picks up her step at this point, hustling towards the promise of warmth and a fresh meal. And Garrett just sort of silently follows at her heel with the sled dogs and boy in tow. Is there anything y'all would like to do before entering into the Northern Light?
I like to get warm. That's the main goal.
Okay. So it's about mid-afternoon by the time you get back, because y'all had set out pretty early for the Cairn. Entering, you see still in the same chair, but much more upright, a little more bright-eyed, seemingly a little more sober, the silver dragonborn in heavy armor, Trovis, the town speaker. There you go. If you remember him.
I remember him.
Oh, we remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. This is Mr.
Thanks.
Vibe.
Yeah, some people threw rocks at him or something.
Yeah.
You were we were flirting.
Making a game of a long night.
Mhm.
But as you all push in, the flurry of snow from outside sort of drifting into the column of light that is cast across the floor, you see his head lift, as well as the few townsfolk that have gathered for an afternoon drink following their day's work. And you see the human sisters, the one that you had spoken to the most, Allie, sort of pause in the middle of setting flagons down from a tray upon seeing you. Oh, you're back! With friends, please come in, have a seat. And she gestures to an empty table for you.
Thanks.
All right.
It's so great to see you. Could we get something to warm up our bodies with? You know, a blanket maybe and some mead or something?
And good food for especially these two.
Of course, absolutely. On the house. Give me just a second. Corey, more stew, please, and hot cider. And she sort of bustles off, and you watch the silver dragonborn, who has not broken his line of sight on you since you entered, slowly stand and stretch his joints a little bit, brushing off his breastplate as he approaches with much surer steps than you saw him take before, hearing the heavy clank of his armor as he approaches. Well then, it seems you've had some proper luck up on the Cairn.
Indeed. You're
You could say that.
We have found who we were seeking.
And-
Unfortunately, it was not all of them.
Yes.
I would put it
fortunately,
differently.
less souls were taken by the Raven Queen tonight than necessary.
Oh, all right. Sure. We are happy that you have been recovered safely, he says, gesturing to Garrett and the halfling woman. He sort of shoves himself down into a little too narrow space on the bench next to you, Gran, inviting himself to your table and props an elbow on the top of it. So let me ask you, did you see anything strange while you were up at the cairn?
Oh, define strange.
We saw some natural wildlife. And maybe Yeti powers? We took care of the Yetis.
Yetis.
Yes. But
And
we did
large
see tracks of
cats.
ogre. Yes.
Crag cats, yes. They can be quite a threat. You didn't fight them, did you?
Yes.
We took care of them.
Yes, we did.
Mhm.
You fought some crag cats and yetis and made it back down unscathed.
We're a lot stronger than we look.
Granny.
Yes.
I look as strong as I am.
You do look rather
Thank you.
intimidating,
So do I.
capable.
I look as
He,
strong as
he
I
looks
am.
down at you on the other side of where he's sat, Osborne, and just yes, as you come up to about his lowest rib. Well,
But what about the strange structure you saw, friend?
Yes. They looked more like carved into the mountain or geometric stone. Like, are there dwarves? Or were there dwarves back in the day?
on the cairn itself.
Yes, on the cairn itself.
Well, there was an old dwarven keep, but it is long abandoned.
That is probably all it was then.
That's probably it. I wonder if the goblins have taken up there, and that's what.
Do you think I must confess, I wear a suit of armor pretty well, but I am a career politician. I don't have extensive experience with goblins and the like.
Oh boy.
As you may remember, we've had a bit of a thieving problem here in town.
Yes, Granny and I just stumbled upon some of that last night. Yeah, night two.
You tracked it as far as they dared, but
And
Well, this morning some more missing items were discovered, and this time it's well, there's a bit of livestock and one of the town heirlooms.
nearly.
It's
Yes.
chicken.
No, it is a finely carved set of whalebone pearls. It is something that has been sort of a statement piece, a marker of the prestige and perseverance of this town for quite a long time. And he sort of looks about to make sure that no one is too nearby or seems to be
I know what
obviously
that
listening
means.
in. And he leans in closer. Well, the pearls have really been missing since yesterday, but I didn't want to tell anyone because they were sort of my responsibility to keep an eye on. And well, Ali said that you found. I was looking for the culprits last night. I weathered the cold for as long as I could, and maybe perhaps drank a little too much trying to keep myself warm. But that's neither here nor there. You have obviously proven that you are a capable bunch to have recovered these individuals from the grips of Yeti. You say. I couldn't perchance entertain the idea of contracting your services to recover these missing goods.
well, look, we have a bit of a problem, all right? Because even if it was goblins, as you say, we've already buried them under snow.
How do you
There was an
mean?
avalanche that just happened shortly
Well,
after.
they got buried under snow.
Well, that should make recovering any items all the easier.
If it warms up substantially, yes.
We have our arms, my friend. We have shovels. We can dig our way to the treasure. And there will be no fighting because, like you say, nothing to stand in our way.
You
Mhm.
can.
If
You,
they haven't dug it already.
I'll tell you where to dig, and you can dig. How about that?
Yes, you will supervise.
Perfect.
Excellent.
I can, of course, make such tedious labor worth your while.
Go on.
I
Yes.
simply, as the town speaker, can't be seen doing such. Well, nobody can really know what's missing if you get my drift.
So you are
And
And
paying
he
for our services.
he gives a big wink, but the eyelids close horizontally instead of vertically.
I wink back, and mine do the exact same thing.
Understandable, though. You have just returned from your own, I'm sure, harrowing ordeal. This isn't something that must be done with immediate haste, but perhaps setting out in the morning.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
Possibly,
Is
it'll give-
everyone amenable to this?
I
It'll
guess
definitely
so.
give us more time to
Or
explore and find out
Of
more
course.
strange occurrences.
I would be happy to help.
Wonderful. Would a payment of 30 gold be fitting for your labor?
each.
The perennial Dungeons and Dragons question.
Well, we are a small fishing town. This would be coming, of course, from the town coffers, as it is a service to the town. So I am working with the, limited resources, budget proposals, and all of what that.
Hmm.
Your armor seems kind of shiny.
Well, give me a persuasion check.
And let's see. Nine.
9. He almost sort of sticks his chest out and his snout in the air with almost an air of indignant offense at that. I will have you know that I paid for this with my own coin. This is I polish it every day. That's why it's so shiny. What of it?
Well, I think that since that is your own personal equipment, we should not bring it into the equation. 30 gold, split 6 ways.
And maybe we can stay here for free tonight.
Allie at this point returns carrying a tray absolutely laden with bowls of stew, and you see Corey coming behind her with another with steaming flagons of what you assume to be more of the hot cider that you were served before. And as she begins setting these out in front of you, she cuts off Trovis as he opens his mouth to speak. Oh, of course, yes, that would be absolutely fine, wouldn't it, Trovis? Corey. And Trovis sort of bites his tongue a little bit and just sits back, clearly not wanting to contradict the matron of the establishment. And you see Corey with the same almost dour expression that she wore before, just right. Continues setting down the flagons. Yes, we will absolutely put you up this evening. If there's anything else I can get you, please do not hesitate to ask. There's only 2 available rooms at the moment. We only have 4 total, so they tend to stay, rather booked up. But I can make sure there's extra blankets in there for you. I have an extra bedroll I can bring out for each room, so whoever's on the floor isn't roughing it too hard. Just tell me what you need, and I will do my best to accommodate it.
That should be more than enough.
That
Thank
sounds
you,
wonderful.
Allie.
Thank you very much.
Rayston speaks up and says, well, do you think you could put up the dogs that are with our recovered friend here?
Oh, I forgot about those.
Corey sort of tilts her head at that, becoming a little more interested in the conversation, and she sidles up to Garrett. I think we can probably find some room for them in the stables out back. If you come with me, I can show you where you can set them up.
All right.
Garrett
Good.
nods his thanks, and Rayston attends with as the 3 of them, and Boy in tow, as always, step out and go to appraise the lodgings for the dogs for the night. Perilou is heartily digging into her hot stew and chugging her hot cider. Trovis seems to have resigned himself to Allie having the final word and just gives a nod of thanks as he pushes himself up from your table, the wood of the bench groaning as his weight shifts on it, and sort of tugs his armor down a little bit over his slightly protruding beer gut. And well, I cannot thank you enough for lending your assistance. I can meet you here first thing in the morning to give you some supplies for your journey and any other information I might have for you.
All right.
Much appreciated.
Makes his way finally out of the Northlight for the first time in the last 4 hours. Okay. With that, you have recovered the individuals that you were tasked to find from Garrett's expedition. You have a hot meal laid before you and the promise of a warm, comfortable enough shelter for the evening's rest. Is there anything that we would like to discuss or accomplish before bed?
I think we should figure out who's in whose room. We only have 2.
I don't cuddle, but I'm happy to sleep with anyone. I'm quite warm.
You don't cuddle?
I just don't.
That's pretty much the Osborne's only requirement is a little bit of cuddling.
So you want to be the little spoon?
Is it because of the tail?
Yes, it's very
You could just be big spoon.
cumbersome.
Well, we had been splitting up with Wilhelm and Osborne and Granny and I, at least, and then Vulcan and
wow.
Rayston.
Well, Vulcan, you
I
are
saw your actual
welcome.
name.
Welcome to take Osborne for a little cuddle sesh, and I will spend the night on the floor. He is very warm once you get him in a little ball and cuddle with him. He's like a pet.
You know, I'm not very big. All 3 of us could probably fit.
Oh, yes. Just put him in the middle. That would be working. You're welcome.
That would be warm.
I kind of wanted to be with Zajin.
Oh. Okay.
Well, all right. I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Me and Zajin and Vulcan it is. You can sleep with me if you'd like. We just have to sleep head to toe.
Because of the tail.
Head to tail.
Things are much simpler with me and Osborne. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We don't make all of these silly rules. You just kind of dogpile on in.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. There's only one rule.
and that's head to tail.
Yes. Zajin,
Yes.
what do you think? Do you think we need to explore a little tonight? They're clearly still having this issue in the town.
That's my plan. After getting some rest, going out and setting a watch, let's say, for the other half of the night.
I will join.
Wait, hold on. What do you think, Granny, what do you think cuddling is?
I like that Osborne's still on that topic. He's like, whoa, hold on.
We've already decided to do watch and everything.
I mean, we're still completely, clothed. I don't know what you think it is exactly.
It's with the face and the other face so close to the
it's more in my chest instead because he's so small.
That makes sense.
Oh,
all
see,
right.
that would probably be fine.
That makes sense. I was just wondering what you thought we were talking about.
And you wake up, and when you wake up, and they're right there.
No, I agree with that. Yes.
No, that would be weird.
Yeah, we're on the same page. All right.
Yeah.
Osborne falls asleep with his mouth open and just waking up to goblin teeth.
Is there some place you want us to stay, Zajin, so that if you find anything interesting, you can come and get us all? Because last time you guys wandered off and you were like, oh my God, we need to find everybody. Like now we could just stay in one spot.
I know where y'all's rooms are, where you're sleeping.
Right.
Just a simple knock on the door.
Stay in the room. All right, cool. Well, you know where to find us.
Okay. So the evening progresses, feeling yourselves warm, especially with a hearty meal in your bellies and a fire that stays lit in the Northern Lights hearth. Allie, of course, is attentive to whatever needs that you come up with. She makes sure to keep your drinks topped off, switching over to spiked ciders as the night progresses, for those of you that would like them. But the restful evening comes soon enough, and you all make your way to your individual rooms. Osborne and Wilhelm and Rayston will take the floor in that room as Zajin, Granny, and Vulcan make your way to the other. Okay. Anything before we bed down for the night?
I don't
No.
think so.
So, who's gonna tell the story tonight?
I have a story.
Oh, good. And I like put my blankets over and I put my blanket till it's like all the way right here. So I'm just ready.
Do you all know much about the Afriti?
No.
I'll play along and say no.
The Afriti are an old race. I don't know much about them myself, coming from a little gnome village, but I've done a little research. They are very old creatures. How they are
Getting some
builders,
feedback from your Griffin. Right there, guys.
builders, foragers. They make beautiful things. Slavers, murderers, pillagers, etc. Some great guys. Now, that's one half of my heritage. The other half, who knows really, but my gnome dad found me in the woods. There was a huge explosion, and a bunch of them went out, scattered, tried to find the cause of it, and tried to put it all out, and they found me right in the middle. And from what my dad said, a lot of the people thought I was the cause, and they wanted to do away with me. But my dad took me in, and I'm thankful for him every day. That he.
So this isn't your real father.
No, he's a small little gnome.
Wow. That is a very brave thing that he did.
It is.
Thank
Very
you for him every
compassionate.
day. And I appreciate the opportunity he gave me to raise me from what people thought were a monster into a fine young man, if I say so myself.
So this is why you're always talking about your father, huh? What a grand reason.
I just wish that I could have done the same, potentially.
Wait.
So you would have raised the Yeti on your own.
Well, nobody said Yeti. Or you think I was talking about the Yeti? Oh, well, yes, I did.
Well, we could find something less horrifying to do such a thing with.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dumb kid and you're just a 500-year-old zombie elf. I don't know.
I don't think.
But yes.
Hey, what are the name of those little things that we're looking for in the woods?
The
Those
element.
Schwinga.
Yes.
Schwingas. Okay.
Real quick, Wilhelm wakes in the start. Osborne, do you think that everybody is having conversations and really getting to know each other while we just go to sleep every night? I feel like we're really missing out. Like, when we're out camping and everyone's quiet and no one wants to talk to us, you think it's us? I feel like there's like a real opportunity when we're out camping for us all to have conversations together. And instead we just hand wave it and then, nobody talks to us, man.
Well, it's too cold to talk when we're camping.
I guess you're right. So then they get real relaxed and they're having conversation. You know what? I'm sorry. Good night.
Yeah, hey, if they're having conversations, and good on them.
Yeah, good night, my friend.
Did you want to ask me something?
No.
Did you want to have a conversation? Just
I'm
you
picking
know.
up what you're putting down, man. You hate it here. Actually, I don't get why you're here if you hate it here this badly. But I'm
Well.
sure, given time, you will open up to me, my friend.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I had to get really far away from where I was.
Right. You told us this. You told us that you
Yeah.
were wanted in your hometown, and so you came where no one would ever think to find you because they would think you'd be completely miserable here. Very
Right.
smart, but
Yes.
also very sad. Very sad.
I mean, that's the crux.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Right. Do you want to?
Why?
You trust
Why?
me enough for details yet?
Why-
If not, it's okay. It's cool.
Well, I mean, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you turn out to be, a bounty hunter or something.
Oh no,
You're
I
not a
have not.
bounty hunter, are you?
I have not yet tried that particular vocation. But I mean, I won't count it out. But not right now. No, I won't turn you in. How about that? We'll make that the rule.
Well, I'm not wanted by the law.
Oh, then you're good.
It's by something worse.
Oh no.
Have you ever been to Waterdeep?
I have passed through. Yes.
Have you ever? Yeah, I don't even know how to breach the subject. Are you familiar with? Let me ask you that. Have you ever heard the word the Xanathar? Do you know what that is?
No, I do not, my friend. I know
well.
many political organizations, but
That's about it.
I've spent most of my time after we marched through Waterdeep out in the east in Cormyr, fighting that war. So
Well, there are many different powers in Waterdeep, other than the law and those that are above ground.
are they a gang of thieves?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
All right. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Organized crime is a thing. Look,
yes,
we cannot escape it, right?
And it was ruled by a beholder named the Xanathar.
Well, that's super weird. Like everyone was just talking to him. Like I feel like I'd be like really distracted. Like I'd come in to report, hey, I busted some heads today. I did some bookie stuff, and oh my God, look at all those eyes. That'd be weird.
And I was in charge of something very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
And I messed up.
Oh. Well.
You see, the Xanathar loves his goldfish.
Oh no. What did you do? Osborne?
I didn't do anything, all right?
You
goldfish just die. Okay? They just die.
You know what? I had a pet goldfish, and you're right. One day, just belly up. I think
exactly.
I fed him too much. I just fed him too much.
And I just happened to be there.
Oh, but you were in charge of the goldfish, man.
Well, yes, but see what we would do is we would change when the goldfish would die, which they do. We would change it out.
Oh, you just buy a new one right out.
Exactly, and he would never know because he's a paranoid. Yeah,
you didn't get a new one in time, huh?
No.
All right. Well, now I know something about you that they do not know, and we will have our own conversations about it. Yes, friend?
Exactly.
All right.
Screw them.
Yeah.
Their own
someday they will invite us to their
non-cuddling room. Yeah, let them do whatever they do.
They want to come over here. Oh, hey, right. Raistlin knows now too. You were awake for that, right, Raistlin? All right.
I assume he was.
We got to let him know later. Yeah. All right, cool. All right.
So I came up here because really, there's no way you can go to get away from the Xanathar.
You let his favorite pet die. Yeah, you're in trouble. All right.
It wasn't my fault.
I know. No, it's a goldfish. I get it.
It's a goldfish.
You should have got him a beta fish. Those last a lot longer.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I can't. I cannot determine what the Xanathar loves.
Yes.
And what he doesn't.
Well, I am glad you trusted me with this information, friend. I will keep an eye out for people with many eyes.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yes. Yeah. If you see a beholder, you let me know. All right.
Oh well, by that point.
Well, run away.
We're all dead.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Good night, my friend.
Yeah.
The last thing that I say to Griffin as we, keep chatting our own chats in our room
Mhm.
I just kind of, as I'm like falling asleep.
Griffin, I think it's important to know that
Vulcan.
why am I calling you Griffin?
I'm going back to your real
That's his real
name.
name. Yeah.
Sorry.
Surprise.
I
Okay.
almost did the same thing.
Now everyone knows your real name.
I think we introduced him at the top of the show, so he's good.
It's on
Okay,
the
good.
it's on
Yeah,
the overlay too.
It's on the
so,
overlay
yeah.
too. Yeah. So. He's good.
Uh,
This was supposed to be such a sweet moment, and I've ruined it.
No, you got this. You got this. Recenter
Play
and
on,
do
play
it.
on.
You got this, girl.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm curling up,
Vulcan, I don't think anyone would find you to be a monster. And I just, well, fall asleep.
that's what I was trying to do.
It's good. It's good.
Mhm.
You know, Wilhelm, that guy Vulcan, he looks really.
Yeah, I know. He's like hogging it to himself, right?
Maybe we should add him in here instead of.
He should definitely be one of our cuddle
Yeah.
buddies. I don't get it. I don't get why he doesn't want to join.
Yeah, he looks really, really warm.
Yeah, he's made of fire, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
be amazing.
All right. Good night.
All right. All right.
okay. So as you all find your individual paths off to a restful night's sleep, Zajin,
Yes.
you find your dreams always circling back to an empty expanse of black, just cold, biting, but perfectly still atmosphere around you. And always just at the edge of your vision, slowly trailing pale blue light that when you turn to face it is gone. And you waken the next morning getting the benefits of a long rest, but feeling far from easy, far from a peaceful night's sleep.
Mm-hmm. I got missions to complete.
But
Oh, yeah.
you do all get your long rest for the night, so you can go ahead and mark that.
With my Elven 4-hour trance thing, could I have, like, with the other 4 hours, kind of go out on the town, kind of look out for any more signs of thievery and a
Yes,
trail to pick up in the
absolutely.
morning?
Sure. Are you going alone?
No, I'm coming too, but I don't have the elf thing, so I'm just taking a short rest.
Okay. All right. And so you push out after dark. The temperatures plummet. It's not like days are brightly lit or that there's much benefit from the warmth of the sun, but in its absence, you feel the utter chill nearly eating away at every exposed bit of your scales or flesh. The promise of frostbite, always just a few hours away. But you make your way out into the town. Is there anywhere specific you're headed?
Can I just say I steal the bed? Take the
You
bed.
still a what?
I steal the bed.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
Let's do that.
Oh, I thought you were sleeping with me anyway. Did I have the
Yeah.
bed all to myself?
No, he was head to foot, but once you left, he
Oh,
I take
Ready.
the whole bed.
yeah.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes. Cold out here. Where should we start, Granny? Should we go near where we saw the end of the trail last time you were here?
Near the lake, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, we'll kind of, or at least my plan, kind of walk along the lake and the main road, see if we see anything.
Okay, give me a perception check. Granny, do you have dark vision?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay. On the main road, you would still be okay, as there are still some lights lit on the fronts of buildings here and there, shielded torches and whatnot. But moving too far away from the immediate thoroughfare, you would have some trouble seeing anything.
Zajin, would you help lead an old lady here through the darkness?
No problem. No.
Question, Granny,
Yes.
are you a dragonborn?
Yes.
You do have dark vision, Granny.
It doesn't tell me that on D&D Beyond.
They do not get dark vision, unfortunately.
They don't?
No.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
can
I
see in
do.
dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light.
Yes, that's true.
Does it depend on the color?
Oh, maybe
I
you're a
don't know,
strong
maybe.
color. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be it. Because
It would be
I am
under your racial features if you have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking under, which I don't see it.
Okay.
Are you a Ravenite Dragonborn or a Dragonblood Dragonborn?
Dragonblood.
No, I don't think they get it.
Oh,
Yeah, not because I'm a silver dragon. I don't think silver dragons get it.
Ah,
Mm.
it's the color. That's interesting.
Well, we'll definitely follow up on that. But
It might
first
not be
we'll
the color,
operate-
but yeah, from what I just saw, the Dragonborn is something.
I find says
Vision.
video.
Dark vision.
Okay, well, either way, lead an old dragon through the darkness.
Yeah.
Until we figure it out.
So what'd you get?
I got a 15.
Okay.
Yeah, not great.
With a 15, moving along, you see the day's tracks from fishermen hauling in their catch from the iced over lake. You see the normal signs of foot traffic through the main thoroughfare. Getting close to the docks, this is still normally heavy trafficked area. You don't notice anything immediately out of the norm.
Okay. Oh, is the stick still there, stuck in the snow from where we stuck it last time we saw tracks?
That
Or
was
would that
back
be
to the west a little bit more in this sort of
Okay.
open area.
Can we
Yeah.
circle
can we
around
head
to
that way?
area? Yeah, just circle around and get a full scope of the town.
Give me a new perception check just because it's a different kind of area. This is just open
17.
snow. 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make your way back to where you had sort of planted the makeshift marker the night before and notice it is not upright in its previous position, but you do see it easily enough just sitting laid over on the snow a few feet away. You're not sure if someone might have just not understood what it was and gotten curious and picked it up and moved it or what, but you do notice there's just a few sets of normal humanoid sized tracks that cross almost sideways across this field, like individuals going from one building to another in the town, but nothing else immediately out of the ordinary here.
Okay.
Do you know where that heirloom was kept? Did Tarvis say anything about that?
He didn't, other than it was his duty to keep track of it.
Isn't he always standing out by the tavern, or is that just because of the alcohol? Maybe we check behind the
Maybe
tavern.
that. Yeah, we could check. See if we can get more information from him.
There's got to be some creepy alleyways somewhere.
Yes. And he did say it's been missing for a few days. He just didn't want to raise suspicion or alarm.
So it's pretty easy to gather based on the notable difference in architecture that this building here is probably the nicest in town. And then the Northern Light is here on the edge of town. So where would y'all like to go investigate?
Since we're already up here near that different building, I would say we would do that and then circle back around to the Northern Lights. How does that sound, Granny?
Okay. Well, I'm kind of at your disposal here. I can't see a darn thing.
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
So yeah,
How far away from the main road in town are you going? How far north of the buildings?
Oh, not to where we would lose sight of the buildings in any way.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Even with like the darkness or snow or
Mhm.
whatever's happening.
I mean, you could probably go, because the town is lit, 200 feet and not lose sight of it. So how far would you like to go?
100 feet?
Okay. All right, give me one more perception check in this new terrain.
Is it favorite terrain bonus?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
This is far removed enough.
Okay, far enough. Natural 20, so 26.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
As you press along and then just past this sort of rocky outcropping here, you notice that there is a depression in the snow that actually makes almost a swath, as if something large had passed through within the last day or so of snowfall. But it seems that it got no closer to the town than this.
Oh, some sort of monster scooping out our town.
Some large creature. Does it seem a similar size of tracks to the ogrekin that we saw near close to the mountain?
Give me a survival check at advantage,
All right.
because you know what you're looking for.
Survival, yeah. Is that 24?
Looks to be about the size of some sort of ogre troll, a small giant might have passed through here.
Okay.
Oh,
It looks like something real big and nasty. Like ogre. Hopefully not a troll.
You don't see any like definitive tracks or anything because there have been several hours of snowfall, but it's still notable enough of a swath that it would be done in the last day or two.
Well, I wouldn't say monstrous. I would say usually unfriendly, let's say. But big and not want to get close to town. Okay. Last few days. Did that put it while we were on the Cairn? Okay.
It seems like it might have been just before your arrival, because this has only been a day and a half that you've been in town.
Okay. All right.
seems like an awfully quiet night.
It does. And I guess circle around back to the Northern Light and warm up a bit.
Okay. We'll just keep those high checks because you're staying north of the road. It's the same kind of terrain throughout, but you don't see anything else of note.
Okay.
You make your way back in, sort of shaking off the accumulated snow from the perpetual faint drifting from the low-hanging clouds. Gran, you especially sort of have to do that thing that lizards do where they, almost like ruffling fur, their scales kind of stand out a little bit and get the snow out.
Cute.
Huddle near the fire. Definitely.
Vulcan, are you just like spread eagle on the bed when they get back?
Full starfish.
Yes.
Is Tarvis
Face down.
Is Tarvis outside, or is he inside the tavern at all?
You don't see him.
Well, fine. I'm going to bed.
Get more rest.
Okay.
But I'll curl up on the floor. I'm not going to make Vulcan unstarfish because that's simply so rude.
You've got bedrolls and blankets and everything.
I'll stay down at the tavern so Gran can layer up the bed, my extra bedroll, and make it a little more comfortable. Since I already have my needed for the long rest.
Perfect. All right. So the cool blue piercing morning air of a frigid winter's day eventually finds its way through the shutters of your windows as you get your long rest for the evening. A new day arises. Does anyone need a break before we continue on?
This would be a good spot. We've been on for an hour, so it'd be a good spot for a bio break.
Okay. Well,
Just a
then
quick
we
one.
will be back in about 5 or so minutes if y'all want to hang out with us and chat, or we will see you again here shortly. And welcome back to Frigiphobia, our Icewind Dale game. The adventurers have just had a nice, peaceful evening recovering from their harrowing journey up Kelvin's Cairn in search of some misplaced adventures that they recovered. And now they find themselves waking up with full bellies, rested bodies, ready to venture out into the frigid cold once more, this time to recover some stolen items and potentially face down the thieves that have been managing to remain unseen while harrying the small town of Cairn. So, as you all find yourself rising for the day, who's first one down the stairs? Who's the early riser?
I'm already
Oh,
down.
right.
Yeah.
Zajin, you would see Rayston get up pretty early and assist Garrett in getting all the dogs ready for their day's travel, as Garrett is going to make his way back to Targos, which is where you had met his husband Keegan, who entreated you to find his husband's whereabouts. Paralu will be traveling with them, and Rayston is just going to remain here for the morning to make sure they get out on the road properly, and will meet up with the party when the time is convenient. As in, DM is saying this is why a character's not going to be here for this part of the adventure. All right, so as you gather your things and yourselves, let's see. Trovis is also an early appearance in the Northern Light Tavern. You see that he has brought you a large sort of canvas sack that's slung over his shoulder that he sort of heaves onto a table as the rest of you trickle down for the morning. And he has for you 2 climbers kits, 5 torches, a tinderbox, 2 50-foot lengths of hempen rope, and you all have crampons already, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
He has brought those as well, but you do not need them.
All right. We actually have climber's gear now.
Yes.
What does
2
the
sets.
climber's gear consist of?
It would be like a harness, a pulley that can be attached to a python. Steven would be the one to ask. He knows about free climbing.
You get an ATC device, a carabiner, those kinds of things. Yeah.
What she said.
I climb too.
Yeah, he can.
I see.
He can tell us in the chat.
Mhm.
Oh,
What's in a
yeah.
climber's kit?
Steven, define in excruciating detail for me what they would need in a climber's kit. Nevertheless, you have 2 sets of full kit, whatever that may entail.
Mhm.
Climber's kits, of course, mechanically give you advantage on any athletics checks that involve climbing up or down, and they prevent you from falling too far and around if you lose your footing.
So do you need to ascertain more climber's kits to the party?
Is that
You
something
asking
we can get here?
Well, most of the others are spoken for. These are what the store had, and I secured them for you, of course, at no additional cost. But these are, unfortunately, the only ones that I was able to acquire for you, for now.
Okay.
Shall I carry one for you, my friends?
Well, you can just strap me to Wilhelm, I guess.
You will be facing wrong direction, though.
Yeah.
You need
So
to figure
so
out a way
watch
to
your
get
back.
you, like, yeah, oh yeah, there we go. That's good. I like that.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Put Ozzy in a backpack.
Yeah.
Who runs Potter Town?
Get a baby Bjorn for Osborne. A baby Bjorn for Osborne.
I will happily wear such a device. As
And I
long as,
can make one.
as long as the baby is actually shooting laser beams and fireballs, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
You're just carrying around a baby Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. So you gather your supplies, and what Trovus brings for you is added to your kit. Anything before we set out?
I am gonna take at least one of the extra pairs of crampons in case we end up taking like Garrett or one of those things where we have adventurers coming back with us again.
Okay.
Okay.
Good idea.
Good idea.
All right.
Steven says rope. That's super helpful, Steven.
Oh, Steven, you're the worst.
Super helpful. Rope.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way out into the snowy expanse north of Cair Koenig, Kelvin's Cairn, looming as always from this vantage point, like a misty, dark silhouette on the horizon. I'm not going to make y'all make the usual survival checks to get back to a place that you've already been and traverse the path twice. I feel like that would be a little redundant. But as you approach the Cairn proper, you would see, Zajin and Gran, that there are more of these deep sort of grooves in the snow. They're not fresh necessarily. Fresh snow has fallen into them, but you can see that you're getting to an area where passage of this large creature or these large creatures, whatever the case may be, are a little more frequent. This would occur about 100 feet from the base of the cairn.
More Zar's tracks. That's
Yes.
gotta be on guard. Not running them.
I turned to everyone else.
We saw these out when we were adventuring this morning. Didn't seem too fresh, so maybe we have nothing to worry about.
You went out adventuring this morning.
Yes,
Yes,
adventuring.
just
Why?
see
That's
if
where
we
you all
could,
went.
Just
Yes,
around town.
I wanted to see if I could catch those darn burglars.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
No,
Nope.
No.
It was a quiet night, unlike when we were first here with the fresh tracks.
All right, if you say so.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's just having adventures without us.
And you saw marks like these
mm-hmm.
near the town.
Yes, a
About
large
100.
creature. Yeah, about 100 feet out. Yeah.
Well, my friends, what do we do next? Do we track it down? What do you want to do?
We can track around the mountain and see if that carved dwarven fortress has been dug out already by the occupants that were buried inside, or if it's still abandoned.
All right.
All right.
So you continue to try and follow these tracks?
If they're leading around the mountain, yeah, we'll kind of follow them just to make sure nothing's coming up behind us, I would say.
Okay.
I would
They
suggest
do
the
appear
party.
to be. So go ahead and give me a survival check.
All right. Favorite terrain?
Mhm.
Awesome. Natural 1, so 7.
I got a 3.
You do notice that these sort of swaths that have been recently filled in with snow appear to be of different ages, depending on how much snow has accumulated back into them. And they seem to sort of be converging as they move around the east side of the base of the mountain towards the north. But beyond that, it's hard to glean any additional information. I'm gonna need chat to behave. So
right.
what pace are we traveling? Are we making any attempt at stealth, or are we just making our way downtown, walking fast faces? Face palm at me.
Face palmed you.
How is the party's stealth? Since we know there's these larger creatures out here, would y'all feel more comfortable going a little slower, stealthier?
If you
So we
wish
don't
me
pick up on something
to
unwanted?
fall back so as not to give away your game, my friend. Unless the DM is kind and gives us a group stealth check and just understands I will be a failure.
Yeah, it would be a group chat.
Okay.
Wilhelm, are you carrying Osborne, or Osborne, are you doing your own thing for now?
I'll do my own thing for now, until we start scaling mountains or whatever.
Okay.
Oh. I got a 25.
13.
8.
18.
5.
Okay. 5, 8, 13, 18, 25. Okay. You feel like you're moving rather quietly. You hear the occasional sort of like crackling of snow that hisses as it impacts his unnaturally warm skin. And of course, you can almost perpetually hear the chink, 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 chink of Wilhelm's armor. But it seems to be mostly muffled by the acoustics of the endless soft powdered snow around you. So, as you skirt around the base of the mountain to the northern side, I have some block text for you.
No, I don't want it.
Ooh.
Rounding the base of the mountain,
No.
you see where a blocky stronghold, bereft of warmth or charm, juts out of the base of the hillside in a rough crescent shape. Only part of the construction is visible, the rest buried in a fresh layer of stone and snow. A large double door of stone serves as the main entrance. The terrain leading to it is gently upward sloping plain covered with fresh snow. A stream used to flow out of a barred culvert northeast of the main entrance, but the waterway appears to have frozen. 2 other barred openings can be seen along the stronghold's northern wall, and closer to you, separated from the rest of the stronghold, is a snow-covered stone bunker perforated by arrow slits. So this is the bunker here.
Mm.
This is the frozen stream.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
There's a culvert here. And oh, I've got a spider hanging out with me. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Beauty.
And then your main double door is there.
All right, my friends, this is very bad. I have assaulted many fortresses in my day. And let me just say there is a reason I am called Wilhelm the Twice Slain.
Noted.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be staying behind you.
it sounds
That is
like
a good idea, yes.
It
Staying
sounds
behind
like
him.
it sounds like we'll need to invite you to the next story time.
Let's have story time. Oh,
You have to
nice.
cuddle for that.
yeah, we cuddle on our story times.
Yes. Cuddling is compulsory.
Not face to face. No, don't make it weird. Yeah.
Is there signs of recent activity, like the snow and rock? Has that been like cleared or?
Give me a
What?
perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. Most of it is piled on top of the back portions of the structure. You do see where some appears like it may have cascaded over the front of the structure and blocked the front of the door, and that has been recently cleared.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I point that out to the group.
All
With
right.
recent activity, they've been digging the snow out.
You said it's a
Yeah, I don't
17?
know. Yeah, 17.
So Wilhelm, when you usually deal in these environments, do you just knock on the door, bust on open the door?
Well, generally, when I did this, there was an army with me. So yes, we did knock on the door, but it was kind of a kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that because we are a much smaller group. I think maybe if we can sneak those doors open, that would be the best idea.
Oh, but an army nonetheless.
Mhm.
Well, if we're an army, listen. You are an army unto yourself, Granny. I trust you implicitly, but I don't think you can bust open those doors.
Can't.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to try and sneak in.
Okay.
Zajin, I will say with a 17, you did catch just a sort of shift of the light at one of the arrow slots in the bunker here.
I was just about to ask if I should stealth up and see if there's anything in the bunker. But with that, I'll be like, there seems to be activity in the bunker.
Okay. Do we
Do note that the squares on this grid, each square is 10 feet as opposed to the usual 5.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, then look here. If you want to go scout it out, so we know what's going on. Maybe that's a good idea.
If there's someone in that bunker, I mean, they're gonna alert others, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just sneak up and,
Oh,
you know.
do you see a way to get into the bunker, Granny?
No.
No, me neither.
Good point. Then we
Now-
must sneak around the bunker.
Right, I think maybe if we go
Mhm.
behind the bunker and we keep really quiet, like a mice.
Yes. I'll go first so we can see how many people are. See if I can ascertain how many people are in the bunker
All right, this is a great
or
idea.
what it is, if
Okay.
it's noise or not.
So you're gonna get closer.
Yes.
How close are you gonna get?
I think that's 30, 10, 20, 30 is here.
Doesn't matter.
I just want to stealthily where I can get a good viewpoint into the air slit, like straight through here, and just go slow at it until I can kind of ascertain without being seen, causing too much
Okay.
myself.
This is sort of a topographical reference
Okay.
here. These ridges aren't perfect ridges, but it is showing that this is an uphill slope
Okay,
towards the bunker, so it kind of overlooks down into this depression.
Mhm.
So you would have to pretty much get level with it elevation wise to try and look into the
Okay.
arrow slots, unless you wanted to get right up next to it.
I'll get up here next to the wall. Then just with that, just hopefully they're staring more at the path than the wall of the cavern, and just head there and try and kind of blend in and look through the air. So if I need to get closer to get a clear view, I will.
You can see the arrow slits from here. It is
Yeah.
very dimly lit within, so it's hard to see anything from the interior
Mhm.
from 40 feet away.
Okay.
I will tell you that as you get this close, you can see that the stone bunker stands about 15 feet tall. The rough
Okay.
edges of the construction indicate that it was cut from a single piece of stone, and you do not see an immediate point of ingress into the bunker.
Okay. Then I will, if I'm not seeing any more shadows or movement through the air slits, I
Give me a
will.
perception check.
Perception check. 24, natural 20.
As you sort of take a moment and wait sort of against the rock behind you and training on the darkness of these arrow slits, your keen elven eyes detect just a faint shift of the tone of sort of unbroken gray that suggests something might have passed by, but nothing at a rapid pace. You don't see anything extend beyond the arrow slots or anything like that.
Okay.
Just a sort of shift of light.
Then I will, as quietly as I can, get right here out of view of the air slits and kind of listen, see if I can hear any talking or multiple feet moving, or it's just like one set of feet
Okay.
moving kind of.
As you move this close, give me a new stealth check, please.
Okay. Favorite terrain bonus while in the dungeon or fortress?
What is
Yeah,
your favorite
or-
terrain? Arctic?
Arctic, yeah.
This is more mountainous. So I'm
Okay,
gonna say
yeah,
not here.
that's what I figured. Okay, still is rolled a 5, so 11.
11? Okay.
Yeah,
You feel like you're being pretty quiet.
yeah, of course, yeah.
You go
And-
peer into the arrow slit.
I want to listen first, see if I can ascertain auditorially if there's any talking, just or extra how many sets of feet moving, rustling, if I can multiple creatures versus a singular creature kind of thing.
Okay, sure. Now that you're up against the structure, I'll let you give me a new perception check just to see if you can
Okay.
gain some more information being this close.
22.
22. You sort of hug the cold stone, almost feeling your clothes stick to it in places where there was a little sort of tiny bit of unfrozen moisture. And you listen. You don't hear any speech or voices within, but occasionally you hear a soft chattering, like teeth of someone that's been out in the cold for a long time.
Oh.
Okay.
And then the occasional soft padded footfalls of someone moving leisurely throughout the space.
Okay. So it does not look like a large crowd. When, if I can ascertain them moving away from the air slit closest to me, I'll take a quick peek in and see what I can see.
All right, easy enough with that perception check. You can time it just about right. And you see, as you peer in, moving away from you towards one of the arrow slots on the opposite side of the bunker, one of these creatures.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
All right. I will stealthily make my way back to the party and describe to them what I see. A dwarven, statured figure. Do I know what Durgar are as
If you describe a skin tone, I know what it is.
Yeah, with white beard and purplish.
Give me a nature check.
Nature check. Okay. Nature's just +1. 13.
You've heard of different sort of subraces of dwarf, especially one that's usually found in the deeper depths of mountains or the Underdark that have the sort of purplish skin and wiry gray or white hair and beards. Yeah, you've heard of Durgar before. You're not intimately familiar with them, but you've heard of them.
Okay. So yeah, I will let everyone know there's Durgar in this fortress. It seems like there's only one in the tower, and if we can stealth around him, maybe we want to fight prepared force. Or if we're able to take care of him through the arrow slits ourselves, then
You got to be careful of Duragar.
Why is that?
They're crazy.
Well, we're all a little crazy.
That makes me feel a lot better. Thank you.
Prescott, I will mention that when you peeked in, you would have also noticed that there is a heavy wooden trapdoor set into the floor of the bunker.
Okay. So yeah, I will definitely let them know from previously getting closer as well. You said there's no obvious signs of entrance other than assuming the trapdoor leads into the tower. So we can't get in there from this way unless someone can squeeze through an arrow slit.
I could have been daydreaming during this conversation, but why is it that we would want to go in here? Are we sure this is where those heirlooms are? Or are we just following the tracks?
Yes, I think we were following the tracks.
The tracks seem to lead over here.
Yes,
You do recall, Gran, that you identified the tracks that you saw in town a couple nights ago as being roughly dwarvish.
But Targus didn't say anything to us about these guys. He said it was goblins that took the heirloom, right?
No, he said they'd never seen what stole.
Oh, well, now this puts 2 and 4 together.
With another 2 in there, right?
I think we just assumed goblins because the one goblin we know is super shady.
Yeah.
Settle down! Someone give me his binky. Oh.
I was not expecting.
Nope.
Love it.
So this does seem like the Durgar would be the ones that have been taking the things, especially since, Granny, did you identify those tracks the other night?
How did they do this so stealthily? Are they all rogues?
I'm not that familiar with Durgar. I don't know. I just know they existed.
I feel like their white beards and their purple skin and their presumably very good vision in the dark would allow them to be excellent thieves.
Okay. So that's using the darkness as cover.
Gran, along that train of thought, and Osborne, because of your background, both of y'all give me Arcana checks, please.
All right.
Yeah, I was wondering if there were any like Tins Towns type stories about these guys.
14.
13.
13, okay. It tracks something that's native to the Underdark is probably really good at navigating about in the dark quietly and stealthily, but nothing concrete leaps to the front of your mind.
All right. Well, all I can think of is we sneak behind the bunker. Oh, no, you can't see that because I can't ping right now. Behind the bunker. And then get over to the door and see if we can anybody get doors open? Is that a thing that our group can do?
What about the trap door inside of the bunker?
How are we gonna get into the bunker?
God, you keep asking me that. I just don't know.
That is a huge part of the plan that we need to know.
You're so much smarter than me in these tactical efforts,
No,
Wilhelm.
I died twice. Like literally, I am called Wilhelm the Twice Slain. I know about the plans, and I also know this. The first time an arrow is fired, the plan falls to crap apart.
Well, I feel like if we push the door really hard, we could open it. Maybe someone's got some bobby pins or something.
I do not have bobby pins, but I do have strength.
Aaron, you don't even have hair, do you?
No. I said someone else has puppy pins.
Yes. I know there's rogues and thieves tools exist. Just those.
I can make those if you give me an hour.
Right, but who would use them? Can you use them?
I can use them.
You
could. I know a thing or two.
Why didn't we buy you a set when we were in a town?
I didn't think we need them. I didn't know. I had no idea we were. I mean, I can make them and use them if you give me an hour.
All right, yeah, we'll just wait here for an hour real quick. Yeah.
Is everybody okay with waiting an hour?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like
We
that'll
can move
give
outside range of the.
Yeah, the guards will probably fall asleep by then. This is good. I like this.
Okay, I'll get started working.
I think I still have some warm tea in my thermos.
Oh, thank you. I can't believe you invented a thermos because that is ridiculous.
It's not a thermos. It's just a skin that I wrapped twice. So
you know what? I count it.
Yeah. Tiny. It's like
water skin.
a little less than room temperature water.
Yeah. Okay. It's not frozen in this frozen wasteland, so it's good. Yeah.
Vulcan makes it.
Of being frozen in a frozen wasteland, as you all spend an hour sitting still without any shelter in this cold terrain, I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, do we not get advantage because we have slightly less than room temperature tea?
Slightly tepid tea, I don't think is enough to offset biting sub-zero temperatures. So I'm going to say no on this one.
She's a fair DM.
Baby rolled a 9.
I got a 5.
We're supposed to be the good ones at Constitution.
Vulcan, did you roll at advantage?
No.
Actually, everyone has winter gear. Everyone rolls at advantage.
Oh, okay.
I rolled the 18 is still not. Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
17.
Wilhelm?
I put them in the chat for you, but I got a 13 and a 15. If you, I know you've got the Twitch chat up. They're way more interesting. It's fair.
Vulcan, did I hear 11 is your highest?
You sure did, ma'am.
Okay. You are the only one that just fails, and you are just sitting stone still, focused on using your tinker's tools to craft from scant material that you carry with you a set of functioning thieves' tools, and you feel the ice begin to sort of accumulate on your cheeks. Even though some of it seems to burn off and perpetually melt, it freezes over again almost immediately, and by the time you finish your work, you are chilled to the bone and have a point of exhaustion. But you do complete your thieves' tools. You don't have to roll for those, right? Due to your artificer trait?
Roll for what is that?
Creating tools.
No, I just need it.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. But yes, you have a fully functioning set of, not the prettiest, but effective thieves' tools.
Okay. Oh, cold out here. But I got them.
Good work.
Thank you.
I could hit you with a firebolt.
No, I can hit myself with a fireball. I appreciate that.
It's just a cantrip. It doesn't cost me anything.
No, yeah.
uh, I believe you do not know what help is exactly, and we will have to teach you, my friend.
So what size should we progress and approach this fortress?
Well, somebody's gonna have to help me sneak my way up because I am no good at it.
Are we gonna try and just take out the archer, and then no one really has to sneak too much?
You've got a good point.
Mm-hmm. We have to do it quickly.
How do we do that? If he's through arrow slits, I cannot help. I'm sure you have abilities, or we could try sneaking past him.
I could do something, but it's gonna cost me a couple of spell slots.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I can also make another thing. This one's a lot quicker this time, I promise. And it can sneak itself up in there and shoot the guy dead.
You can make robots?
I can make a robot.
That is part of the artificer class, yes.
And how long does that take?
It only takes, I don't know, 6 seconds.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I want that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we can all gang up on the archer and take it out quickly.
I will not be able to help you, my friends.
Mm.
I have this javelin, so I guess I could try and throw a javelin through an arrow slit, which is super hard. But hey, at least if I miss, I'll get the javelin back like right away. Yeah.
Yes.
It may be easier just to sneak.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay. I still want to make my little robot though, just for laughs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bring him with us.
Ting, 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 ting. Okay. There he is. There's my little man's.
Mm-hmm.
His name is VB8.
VB8. I have to add him to my list of PCs.
He likes orange slices.
He eats?
I just like to hold them.
Oh, all right. Weird.
I do have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Oh.
Oh.
So I mean, I could sneak up there myself and open the doors, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should all be up there though. So I think we need to go. Hey, let me. In my mind's eye, I think we would go. Bing, 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 bing.
And we'll be in clear view of this archer at the door.
Right. Once we get around here, once we get to the door, yeah, that could be a problem. But I mean, what can we do? Like,
Are you taking this path?
We could kill him.
Oh yeah, look at that. Show me how to do that.
While we're sneaking up, I would like to put my hand on Wilhelm's shoulder and kind of squeeze him through his armor and cast a little guidance on him, just in case he needs it.
What does that add to me?
It's a 1d4 to to an ability check of your
I will
choice.
take my 1d4 for my disadvantaged stealth check. I'm helping now.
We're stealthing around north of the bunker.
That sounds like one of the best ways to do it until,
I guess so.
They're not waiting at the door for us.
Okay. Everyone give me a stealth check. Vulcan, yours is at disadvantage as you are exhausted.
I already had disadvantage, so that's fine.
I got a 20.
I got a 9.
Oh, I got a 12.
I got a 5.
You guys suck.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm,
like me.
even with the guidance, got an 8.
Yeah.
Right.
It's terrible.
So,
I have good news, my friends. I feel like the door will be open for us very soon.
Well, he doesn't see me, thankfully.
as you all begin to quietly push north of the bunker.
Yeah, quietly.
Who got the 5?
I did.
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
You watch
That's
Vulcan sort of keeping an eye on his newly created BB-8 and not keeping an eye on where his footfalls lie. And through no fault of his own, he finds himself putting his foot through a fresh drift of powdered snow. And as he does, both feet go out from under him. The snow continues to shift, taking down Wilhelm and Zajin on either side of him. The three of you topple for a couple of feet before freezing, waiting to see your presence is noted, and a silent moment lingers in the air before you hear echo out through the canyon from this bunker.
Maybe it just means somebody threw a rock from above again.
Need everyone to roll initiative, please.
All right.
No.
Ooh, oh no. Well,
I don't have disadvantage on initiative, do I?
Yes, because
Oh.
it is
exhaustion is the worst.
Yo, okay. This
The
sucks.
exhaustion sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of a 20, it will be a 7.
I got a 7 too, if it makes you feel better.
15.
Only a little.
Okay, gotta pull it up now.
Griffin, don't forget to roll for BB-8 if it gets its own turn.
He goes right after me, and his name is BB8 with a V. Vulcan.
Oh, VB-8. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Vulcan Buddy 8.
Aww. You have his. Where's his token? Did you move it?
I moved it on top of me because he's on my shoulder.
Okay, I gotcha.
Son of a gun, that's cute.
Again, don't forget that these squares are 10 foot.
10 feet squares. I will double the amount.
And this is where I tumbled, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for this person. I don't know how to say that name.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Durgar.
Total of okay, 20. All right. Everyone's initiative in there? No.
No.
BB-8, what'd you get?
Oh.
Oh, you
Me.
said you can control them on your turn.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Vulcan?
Oh, I forgot. I think it was like a 7. It was a 7.
It was a 7, yeah, same as me.
7.1.
I think he goes after you, so it should be
6.9.
6.9. Nice.
Listen. Impossible.
Nice.
Granny, you got a 5?
Yes, ma'am.
And Zadrin, 15?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. All right, at the top of the order, Brosh is going to come over here and fire a shot with their heavy crossbow. Which is going to fire at... I'm going to say none of y'all are... I'm going to say Vulcan, you're prone. Wilhelm and Zajin, you weren't dragged down that far with him. Gonna aim at the first one they see, who is Vulcan, and it is a disadvantage on a prone creature with a ranged attack, which means it will miss. That brings us to you, Zajin. What you got? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Rayston. Just kidding.
Rayston, yeah.
You should not be here.
Rayston.
All right. What you got?
I will move. Well, I'm still in that movement tool. Move here so I can have a clear line of sight of the arrow slit. See, he's not there. And hold my action till the target makes himself visible for me to shoot at him.
Wilhelm.
So I don't have to stand, or I do?
You do not. You are already standing.
Okay, great. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, wait. How far can I move? Let me check that before I do all of this mess. Oh, I can move 30 feet. Yay, me. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop. But no. Oh, I can only be in the top of the squares. That's very awkward because I should be right here. If you.
You can hold down Alt and move
Alt.
how you want.
Boop. That's where I am. Oh, wait. I'm going to double move anyways, aren't I? All right, cool. Well, let me keep doing this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, no. Alt.
Okay.
Alt change where I am. And then I'm right there now, DM.
Okay, Wilhelm, as you get that far around the bunker, a little farther than Zajin had gone, you see that on this back corner, there's a ladder propped against the bunker that goes to the roof.
Oh, there is a way into the bunker. Granny, you're a genius.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have Osborne.
Okay, so if I move 5, 10, 15, or 20. No. Can I see that guy through that air slit?
You started here?
Yeah.
10-foot squares, so 20 would get
Right.
you here.
Well, let's see. 5.
Well, you can move.
10.
Can you move? Just kidding.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You got it.
10, 20. Let's say 30 feet.
Yeah.
Can I see that guy through the air slit right there?
You just can. He'll be getting 3/4 cover, but you can see them.
Quarters. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast a cantrip,
Okay.
and I need him to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
All right.
DC 12.
Nope.
Okay. So I roll a D6. Oh, and I got a 2. That's great. Okay. So I'm using Mind Sliver. Okay. So he takes 2 points of psychic damage. And if he has to make a saving throw before my next turn, he has to let me I'll let you know. You have to roll a d4 and subtract it.
Oh,
good.
This is from Tasha's, you
Baller.
cheater.
Anything else there, Osborne?
Rules is written.
I just want an intelligence saving throw cantrip. Go ahead.
No, that's it for now.
All right. Vulcan.
Okay. So let's see here. That's 10 feet, and then it's half my movement to get up. So he and I are gonna go here, and then 5 feet. Okay. I'm just gonna stay right here. My little guy, as part of my bonus action, is gonna climb up here, right? And then, let's see here. He is the flamethrower variant.
Oh boy.
So he is going to flamethrower.
Are we going World War II on this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is technically not a war crime yet.
Not yet.
What is the, damn it? I had this. Yes, it's a 15-foot range, so that should hit the guy, right? Or,
He would just be on the cusp, but yes. 'Cause
Yeah,
again,
that's
these are
what we like to
10-foot
hear.
squares.
So that is a saving throw.
Okay.
He's got to make a dexterity saving throw. He's got to beat 13, and then
Minus a d4.
minus a d4.
I don't even need to roll the d4. He failed it on the natural die.
Baller. And he takes 6 burning damage.
Ooh.
Not a war crime.
Not yet.
The snarl of anger
Yeah.
at that.
And then I am going to Acid Splash as my action, which is another DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Jeez, I'm glad I didn't waste a spell slot.
What's the range on Acid Splash?
60 feet. So that should
Okay.
be plenty of room.
Fails again because of
And-
that Mind Sliver.
He takes the full 6 damage on that.
Okay. Math.
And I end my turn.
All right. Not looking too happy there. That brings us to Gran. Sorry.
You're good. I still can't move my token. It might be set to Steven or something from when we had that whole debacle.
I'm
I don't know.
sure now.
Or it could be just my D20 messing up again, but
I like a
My
good
rope
debacle.
There you go. Should work now.
it does not. Could I just ping where I would like to go?
Sure.
Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe I'm gonna. Okay, I can move it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just dash. During my turn, I watched Wilhelm kind of skirt back here, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna follow him. Which is gonna, be my whole turn. Wilhelm, what have you found?
I am merely staying out of the way until we charge the door.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm sorry. No, I discovered a ladder. There's a ladder right
I
here.
thought you did something important that I wasn't
Yeah,
there for.
super important ladder right here, Granny. I bet you next turn we're gonna be so cool. Yeah, guarantee it.
I can't wait.
All right. Back to the top of the round. The Duragar is going to move up to the arrow slit again. Zajin, that triggers your held action. They are still getting the benefit of cover, but go ahead and roll.
That is a 25 to hit.
That does hit despite the cover, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. That will be 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Does not like that. Looking rough. Gives a roar of fury. Is going to see this strange contraption directly in front of the arrow slit. And is just going to shoot at it.
Don't try it.
We'll say it's disadvantage. I'm going to call that melee. Second one was a natural 20. The first one is going to be an 18 to hit.
18's the AC.
Ooh, okay. So that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh, my little man's.
Oh no.
No, he's
And-
okay.
As it looses that bolt, it's going to give a "Rah!" And you watch as the arrow slot disappears as this creature swells and takes up the entirety of that opening and uses the last of its movement to move towards the interior. Zadrin, it is back to your turn.
Would he still be visible if I moved around more direct line with him?
I'm going to say you can see him within there, especially now that he's bigger, but it's still going to be 3/4 cover.
Okay. Then, yeah, bonus action. I want to Hunter's Mark him, but I'll use my new ability of Planar Warrior to do, hopefully hit him the first attack on my turn. And does 17 hit?
Not with his cover, unfortunately.
Okay.
It looks like a true
Yeah.
shot, but it just glances off the inside of the arrow slot.
No problem. I'll use the last movement to just step up here
Okay.
and out of the way.
All right, Wilhelm.
I start moving up the ladder. I move towards the ladder and I move up the ladder. Right?
Okay. It's 15 feet of movement to climb up, and then you see that there is a hatch in the roof of this bunker that is currently closed.
if I can get to it, I would like to throw it open.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy enough.
Sweet.
It's not locked. You see there's a hefty rope ladder with metal rungs that is hanging down into the bunker. And as you throw open this hatch, you look down and see this newly enlarged Duragar snarl up and you. Roar!
Yes!
Okay.
I think that's my full turn.
It's 15 feet. If you want to make a athletics check, you can drop down in there if you would like to.
Ooh, you're going to give me an athletics check to do that? Because I'll do it.
Yeah, it's only 15 feet. I'm going to say you can brute strength this
Nice.
to land properly.
Come back. All right, here it comes. Boop. Okay, 18.
Like a solid stone landing superhero 3-point in this bunker, you drop down in front of this massive creature that now towers about 1.5 feet over you. You still got your action.
Hello! And then he attacks.
All right.
Still got the casualties.
Does a 16 hit?
Just.
Ooh. I have a choice here. I think I'd better do it. I'm going to mark off a spell slot, DM.
No.
And I'm going to smite this guy.
No.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, let me make sure how much it does. Yep, 3d8 coming at you. Plus my.
Let's have it.
3d8 plus 4. So 12, 16, 17 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So as he leaps down and he looks up, and then he calls upon he's like, Tempest! And he strikes this enemy, and then lightning bolts. And the giant Duragar shrinks back down to its normal size and falls off his sword. He goes,
And very much like Vader after Palpatine zaps him, you can see, even as the corpse lies still, the occasional flitting lightning dancing across the glazing over surface of this creature and bouncing around in its gaping mouth as it.
and he says,
Goes
I
to-
think that we perhaps do no longer have the element of surprise, my friends. And that is his turn.
All right. All right. It goes silent. The rest of the fortress is pretty closed off from view. You don't see an immediate response to the alarm that was raised. What would you like to do? There is the trapdoor here in this floor.
I call through the air slits like, Wilhelm, do you think we should go that way? Do you see a way into the fortress that way or through the front door, since you've battled fortresses before?
Do believe there is a way in, right, DM? DM? Is there a way that it seems like there would be a way into the fortress, or no?
You're not sure where this trapdoor might go?
Okay, there is a trap door, and he's like, if I wanted to have an effective guard tower, I would have this lead into the fortress. Does not mean that it does, because like you said, this was an abandoned fortress. We can give it a try, and especially considering everyone's probably waiting at the front doors now.
Yeah, look at everyone else. Y'all's opinion? Which way we should go?
I'd rather go this way than through the front doors.
I think it's a great idea.
Seconded.
All right, come on in.
All right. Climb the ladder and up and over.
You pop the hatch.
All right, we'll loot the gentleman before we go.
Okay. You find a javelin,
Yes.
a war pick,
Mm.
a heavy crossbow,
Can't use that.
and 12 bolts.
Nope.
Come on, Osborne. You don't want to wield a Duragar war pick?
I can't. No
Well,
proficiency.
I will take the javelin because that is one of my things.
I mean,
and
I'll
then
sell it.
that heavy crossbow is pretty cool, but I don't know if I can even use it, so we'll check it out later. All right,
You can use it as a paladin.
I will. happily go first because this is so dangerous. As he crawls through this tunnel and then tries to enter the place where I place my token.
It's been another hour. Do we want to take a bio break before we go on, or do you want to end it soon, Morgan? What do you want to do? Nobody has anywhere to be tomorrow.
It's gonna be a bit of a crawl through this dungeon still.
Okay.
If we want to call it here for the night, we can.
Nobody has anywhere to be tomorrow, Morgan. We can.
I have work in the
tonight.
morning.
I have work in the morning too.
What?
Yeah, we're the working class.
Can you tell your companies that they wrong for me?
Yeah.
They real wrong. Okay.
They're like, my company wrong, but y'all company wrong.
Well,
like,
seriously. I mean, well, it's up to whoever has to work in the morning then.
I'm good to go. I don't give a damn.
I'm super good to go.
We'll keep going. We'll take it.
Amazing.
I mean, I literally have to be awake at like 5:30 a.m., but I need to go to this dungeon.
What?
But I'm an hour behind you guys though, so it's not as late for me.
Okay, well let's take a 5-minute break then, and we'll keep going if you're good with that, Morgan.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Man,
we'll be right back.
Super excited for you trying to like figure out how to Raceland was going to join back up. Hello, my friend.
With pockets and sleeves.
That's true. We're live again, by the way.
Why are you
Hello,
like
everyone.
this?
He's got problems. He's deep-seated issues. Chat will be happy to talk
I
about
thought this Snuggie thing was something that should have been, on. It should be live.
That, of course, that goes in the blooper reel.
It's
it. Into the
important.
archives.
Mhm.
Into
Yeah.
the archives.
It's important.
All right. So you have dispatched the Durgar in the bunker and opened the trapdoor that does
Totally
lead
planned.
down a 20-foot shaft into an underground tunnel.
All right.
A 20-foot shaft?
I'm not southern here.
Yes.
I think he means straight down.
Yeah.
It's definitely 40 feet long. Provided it leads where we're going. Maybe I should move my token back and then just like let her tell us where we're going. I don't know. Maybe I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right. You know
Okay.
where it's going.
Okay, it's right there. But is anyone waiting for me, Morgan?
That's a great question.
I really hope.
Do you
not.
want to try and discern that before you open the trapdoor?
I would like to listen at the trapdoor, sure.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. A little +2 actione. Little 18 on the total. 18 total.
Off the rip, let's go.
You don't hear anything moving around above you. Okay. You crack it open and you find yourself in what appears to be an armory with no individuals present. You do see in this room that piles of equipment are pushed against the walls. In the southern end of the chamber, the hatch opens to reveal, oh, just kidding, to reveal the route that you're literally coming from. So,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
it's an
yeah.
armory. There's lots of dwarven-sized sets of sort of piecemeal armor, a couple of which seem very old, like they might have been left behind. Anything that seems to be of any value or any proper use seems to have been removed from this area.
As he leads his friends up and wonders who that is that's been left behind and zooms in on them. Is that
Who is that? Is that Rayson?
No, that's
That's
Ozzy.
Osborne.
Osborne? Move your
Ozzy,
token, man.
Ozzy, what are you doing?
I'm working
Hey,
on
buddy,
it. I'm working
we're-
on it.
We're way ahead.
I don't want to be in there.
We are very worried about you.
You don't
Okay.
want to be out
So anyways,
there.
he turns back to Fitz and goes,
That's
this,
true.
this is quite an oversight. You always send someone to protect the sentry. Because, I mean,
Probably.
come on. That's who everyone's going to kill first, right?
Probably better be in here than out there. You're right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways, now we must travel through this keep that is on alert for us. It's very dangerous.
yes.
You go first.
You serious?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I am
yeah, I'm
very bad
serious.
at moving quietly.
I will head first. No problems.
Are we trying to stealth?
Granny?
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, let's get some stealth
I'm
checks while
pretty-
you're in the structure.
I'm pretty beefy.
So while I'm standing right here, and is there any light in this structure? DM.
There is ambient light that comes through a couple of cracks in the stone around the structure where it seems like age has not been kind to it.
Okay.
But there is no torch light here, so it is dim
Okay.
light.
How far is a lit torch cast light, if you don't mind?
I think it's 10 feet bright and an additional 20 dim.
Okay.
But let me double check.
Pretty sure that's
That
it.
sounds right.
20 feet light, 20 feet dim.
Ooh, even better.
Nice.
I got a 21 for stealth.
I got a 9 with
So-
I also got a
disadvantage.
9.
We gotta stop stealthing everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, here's the thing: is Wilhelm is willing to let his friends go 30 feet in front of him so that he doesn't screw up their stealth checks, and then try and follow behind.
Is this your light aura?
That's my
Wilhelm?
light aura.
Should also do that.
He also
Uh,
does have a torch lit. But
Shrink it to half the size. Remember, 10-foot squares.
math is hard. Oh my gosh. So if everything is halved, okay, that's 10, and that's a 20. Oh, this works. It works so good. Okay,
There
now
you go.
that's reasonable. Okay, cool.
Okay. But pushing into this additional part of the chamber, you see that there is an open door leading to a walkway that ends in another stone door at the end, but you don't see anyone present. What were the rest of those stealth checks?
9.
17.
9.
I haven't rolled one yet, but it's gonna be a disadvantage. So here we go. 3.
Oh boy.
Osborne, Gran, you feel like you're doing a pretty good job moving quietly, but the rest of your party, the sounds that they make, their footfalls scuffing against the stone, the clinks of weapons hitting against armor as they move, you feel like your party's probably not, going completely undetected if anyone were nearby.
Wilhelm, I think you should open that door.
All right.
Move your tokens.
So Wilhelm moves here.
Okay. This room
Oh.
is large and nearly empty. Snow has drifted into the corners and frost covers the stone walls. 3 barred openings overlook the snow-covered grounds outside.
Yeah.
Can you give me the ability? Because I'm gonna have to drop my torch from time to time. If you want me to turn off this aura that I've got on, because sometimes I'll be leaving it where it sits to do.
What do you want me to do? Get rid of it?
Give me a token that I can give light and move around.
Oh, yeah. Just another one of yours.
If you don't mind.
Let's do that. Yeah, see.
Delete and delete.
Hopefully.
Save settings. Sweet. And then we'll just boop, 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 and we'll know that that's my torch. All right, great. All right, he opens the door.
Okay. Opening this door, you see beyond this narrow hallway a hall devoid of decoration. A frozen well stands near a hallway to the east, and 3 iron cages are pushed against one wall. One cage holds a pair of nervous goats. A third cage is empty. Leaning against the wall near the cage is a wooden dog sled with ice clinging to it, and the cage that would have been occupied, its tenant is now waiting for you, as you see. A malodorous ogre with rotting, half-frozen skin and an empty right eye socket that howls furiously at your appearance, as well as another Duragar that appears prepared for your arrival and has lifted a drawbridge just inside the main doorway. I need everybody to once again roll initiative, please.
All right.
All right, let me clear this one real quick. This and this. All righty. Go ahead and put that in there. I'll do this. All right, roll for him. Ooh. All right, Wilhelm, what'd you get?
Wilhelm got a 7.
Righty, Gran?
Oh, I thought I put it in there. 9.
9. And Vulcan, you got a 6.
6. Yeah, and to remove the clutter, you could probably take VB8 off the turn order because he only moves on my turn. He
Okay.
doesn't even take a dodge action or anything like that.
Gotcha. All right. So at the top of the round, we have you, Osborne. You do not see the interior of this room yet, but you do hear the visceral "Ugh" as Wilhelm steps into the space.
And Osborne doesn't have dark vision as a goblin. If you want to move closer, Osborne, you coward.
Okay, so what Osborne's gonna do is move here. Hang on, I gotta
Use alt to not be in my square.
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna be there, and I have a spell.
Ooh.
Okay.
Within 90 feet, so they're within range, and it's a 5-foot radius, so a 10-foot diameter.
Okay, so it'll be one of these squares.
Oh, so it's only one of them. Well, I guess you could hit both of them if you hit like the. Yeah, right there.
I could hit both of them, I think, if I went right there. Yeah. The spell is Snillock's Snowball Swarm.
Dexterity saves.
Yeah, they each have to make a dexterity saving throw of a 12.
Okay, we'll do the ogre zombie first. He is going to fail, and the Durgar is also going to fail.
It is 3.
This all makes sense now.
9 points of damage.
Each. All right.
Cold damage.
Nice.
If that matters.
Mm-hmm.
It might.
It does not.
Oh, good.
But thank you.
I think that's all that had. Yeah, they just take the damage. That's it.
Does
And-
it fix?
Nope, just the damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's that for Osborne.
Alrighty. That brings us to Zajin. And this is, again, is 20 feet. The information of them being there is mostly based on the fact that you can hear them. Wilhelm, I think, is the only one that has any eyes on them from where you are. Osborne, I assume you would have
I
sort of
do.
poked through around Wilhelm's legs to do so since you're small.
Yeah, and he's got 60-foot dark vision. Osborne does.
I will move on up here. Just do, well, not there, here. That corner. Do I see anything from this vantage point?
You can just make out the ogre zombie. I would say for a range attack purpose, it's going to have 3/4 covered because you were just barely able to see through this door that
Okay.
far into the space.
It's worth a shot in either way.
Don't
Or
forget these are 10-foot squares, y'all, so the distance on those arrows is not going
It's
to be
doubled.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
doubled, yeah.
Ooh.
yeah. Well, I have 120-foot range, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
I don't think
okay,
it's
fair
gonna
enough.
be too much of a issue in this close quarters. I'll actually just hold my action until it gets closer.
Okay.
Probably like in here, just so I don't get the 3/4 covered.
Okay. I would say, with this corner and this doorway, it would have to be like essentially the square in front of the door for it to not have any cover. This would be half, 3/4 would be here or back,
Okay.
especially with the doorway also being crowded.
Yeah. I'll wait till it's like half covered then.
Okay.
Just expecting on movement kind of issues.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Well, that does bring us to its turn.
Oh boy.
It is going to charge. Where's its movement? 30 feet.
I don't know if he can make it to me. I don't think he can make it to me and swing.
Well, just to show you what it is that is facing you down.
No, I don't want to see this. This really breaks my nerve.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, nope. Yeah, nope.
Fun.
Your lucky paladins are immune to fear because I am not. And I'm done. Done. I'm out.
Oh, he's scary. He's got
Look
the guts
Look at
hanging
his
out.
toenails.
Yeah, it's a pretty smile.
Mm.
Why are you so
They're nice and
proud of his
glossy,
toenails?
yeah.
You
I'm
weak.
gonna
Can't
kick
get over the
his ass.
toenails.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Mhm.
All right, he is gonna move here and see the funnel and a bunch of you in the room. No, he's not that smart. He's just gonna charge up. So Zajin, you'll get him with no cover.
Roll a natural 1, so.
And he is going to make a Morning Star attack against Wilhelm. I'm gonna roll a different die because those are rolling single digits.
No, please roll that one again.
I mean, I rolled another fucking 4, so.
Yeah!
Nice.
Wilhelm takes the attack off of his shield.
Another fucking 4.
The smell as this undead massive creature approaches and swings this weapon at you is a vile combination of strange, decaying body odor, rotten meat, and just dank, almost mildewy growth. It is like getting hit with a physical wall of stench.
Gross.
Gnarly.
Gran.
Good. Is there like on the walls, are they pretty much steel? Are they stone? Are they icy?
They are icy stone, except for these 3 sections, which are just metal bars overlooking the courtyard.
Awesome. All right, I'm right behind Wilhelm, so I'm gonna move up just a little. Well, I don't even need to move. I'm gonna yell, "Duck! Duck, you sweet Wilhelm!" And I'm gonna grab some of the ice off the wall and cast Ice Knife.
Ooh.
And try and throw my Ice Knife at Sir Creature. So range spell attack. Oh man, does a 16 hit this big man?
Nice.
All right, 1d10.
Where are you landing your ice knife?
I'm gonna land it I'm as close to the heart as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe there's also a dexterity saving throw involved.
There, the target creature and each creature within 5 feet of it. Oh, sorry, Wilhelm.
So that will also be you, Wilhelm.
Wilhelm makes a dexterity saving throw, baby!
I got a 12.
12. So my so my DC is a 12, so it'd be fine.
Wilhelm also got a 12.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well, you wouldn't take the extra cold damage, but you would take 10 piercing.
Okay. Makes it. All right. Anything else from you, Gran?
No, you missed my cold damage, you damn creature.
No, it's fine.
Wilhelm.
Okay. Wilhelm drops the torch, so now the light must stay there. Draws his sword. Oh boy.
What you gonna do, Wilhelm?
Look at those wheels turning.
Yep. They're clicking away.
I think he's just gonna attack. For now, he's just gonna attack with his sword and see if he hits. Oh, natural 1. And Wilhelm is like, ah!
Take a great cleaving swing, not thinking about the fact that this is a dwarven fortress and that door jamb was a little bit shorter than you anticipated. The point of your sword just catches on the stone, unable to make contact.
And that's
all right. Anything else from you?
You know what? I might as well cast a spell on myself as long as it's a bonus action, right? Yeah.
True.
Is this a bonus action? Oh yeah, it is. All right, cool. Yeah, he casts Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. And ends his turn.
All right, Vulcan.
Okay. Let's walk. That's 30. An extra 15. No, I can't do that. Everybody's in the way. Let's
hurt me, my friend.
No.
As long as you hurt it.
Fireball.
We'll be fine.
I will not do that. I will produce flame at the ogre monster.
Okay.
How about an unnatural 20?
That hits.
Dealing 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Oh, he's gonna take it.
Oh, evade me.
There's just a sickening sizzle of rotten fat where it connects.
Stay away from my friends.
Ugh. All right.
No,
Anything from VB8?
because everybody's in the way.
All right. That brings us to this Durgar. Going to Hulk out. Make himself big.
Oh.
And step over here. Is going to actually come here, shoot with heavy crossbow at Wilhelm. It's the closest one you can see. You are going to get the benefit of half cover. So what is your AC normally?
Right now, a 21.
Oh, okay.
Because of the spell.
Earl.
How's the spell?
Probably going to hit.
Wow.
Not with a 17. So that shot
Nice.
misses.
It's behind me, my friends! I am your shield! Blizzard, please don't sue me.
Okay. All right. Which brings us to the top of the round with Osborne.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Does
Roll
a
it.
16 hit the troll thing? The
Yep.
ogre or whatever?
Yeah.
7 points of fire damage.
Is pop sizzle. More charred, rotten flesh. Doesn't like it.
I think I'm gonna move over here as well.
Yeah. Yeah. You sure?
Yeah, like right there. That's it for me.
All right. Zajin.
What I should have done last time, bonus action Hunter's Mark on the undead troll
All right.
and attack him
All right. Roll to hit.
for 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
And then that would be a D8, D6, and +4. Ew. That will only be 9 points of piercing damage.
9. Damage is damage.
Yep.
All right. It's starting to show some wear and tear. There's some bits of flesh that are starting to slough off as these
Nice.
attacks are concentrated in certain
Ew.
areas. All right. It is now his turn, and he is officially angry. Wilhelm. He is going to make a strike at you, and in his blind fury,
I don't want
you
it.
watch a momentary glint of icy blue flash across his eyes.
Damn,
It's
trust
advantage
me.
on his attack. Oh, 22
Hits.
barely hits you. Okay.
Yep.
Damn. All right.
About to be Wilhelm thrice slain.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I did only twice,
Uh.
because thrice still rhymes. Once I get to 4 times, it kind of gets weird. Yeah.
You take, I just had it, 12 plus 16 points of bludgeoning damage
Ooh.
as this massive morning star slams down onto your shield, compressing the metal against your body.
And like
With
it
massive-
does a lot of damage. And Wilhelm goes, "Ha ha! My sister hits me harder."
All right. Okay. No, he's not going to do that yet.
But he's totally bluffing. Like that.
Gran, you
Yeah.
watched Wilhelm barely avoid becoming a puddle underneath this massive morning star.
Whenever I hear him make the comment about his sister, as I'm standing right behind him, I come up and I push him out of the way, and I do kind of try to shove him a little bit north. And when I do that, I am casting Cure Wounds, but I'm also getting him out of the front line of that.
Are you trying to shove him out of that space?
Yes, I am.
Wilhelm, do you
there's room.
resist?
I will not resist.
All right, I'll allow it. Go ahead. What else you got?
Oh, that's it. I mean, that's my whole action. I'm gonna
That's
cure
it?
those wounds.
Okay.
And then
Shoot. Alt.
Yeah.
I am.
that is 7.
Oops.
That is 12 plus 2. That is 14 hit points back to you, sir.
Oh, nice.
14 hit points. That was great.
Mm.
And of course, you would have to move up to shove him and then move back. But
Yeah,
you
well,
have
I wasn't gonna move back. I
back,
know I'd have to take I figured I'd have to take an extra opportunity for that, so I'm just gonna chill there.
Not if you just come up and grab him from behind.
Yeah.
Oh, and move
He's-
back? Okay, then I'll do that then.
All right. Well, Wilhelm, it is now your turn.
I feel better than ever. He moves right back into the spot he was before. Granny's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like,
No,
"I am not a smart man, Granny." Is he?
young folk and your ego.
And he rolls a attack roll on this zombie. 19 on the die, total of a 25.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
He would choose to spend a spell slot to smite this enemy. Blop. I've marked off the spell slot. Now, let me read about this. I do 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus an extra 1d8 for undead. So-
Hey.
Attacks. This is all +4. Okay. 11, 12, 15, 19 damage. Slashing and radiant.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Wow.
You got this.
Wilhelm, as you cleave into this beast and unleash your radiant fury of Tempest, give me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh,
Ooh.
baby. Oh, no.
Here
Oh,
we
Yeah.
go.
yeah, that wasn't good. He's got a +2 to this, but he got a 4.
4.
Oh.
As you cleave in with your weapon, you see that same lingering, strange blue frosted light in the beast's eyes. And as you unleash this radiant fury, you watch that blue sort of crystallize and form into a perfect figure reflected on the beast's eyes as if it stood directly before it. A strange, hulking, beast-like form, almost owlbearish in its construction, but with massive rippling horns that curl back from its brow, and it looks back at you in the reflection of this ogre's eyes with an unbridled malice that chills you to the bone.
Are
You are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Who are
Wait.
Ooh. Oh god.
All right. That brings us to Vulcan.
Okay. Gonna position here, and then use my bonus action to send my VB8. If he's stunned, can I climb in without asking? My little man.
There is a square in front of the enemy that is completely unblocked.
Yeah.
Remember that every square is a 10-foot square.
So this
Yeah.
spot is open.
I can't. It won't let. I can only choose.
You have to
between,
hit
like,
Alt in order to drop your token.
Yeah.
Alt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's crazy. I would like to shoot my flamethrower at the monster.
Okay.
You gotta beat 13.
Oh, natural 20. So an 18. Sorry.
Oh, she's so excited.
Mhm.
You know what? He still takes a little bit.
Okay.
Does the flamethrower go far enough to hit the dwarf too?
Again, does it go? Does 15 feet hit the?
Oh, right.
No.
Every square is
No.
10 feet, so that's no.
Do we round up or round down? It was 7.
Down.
Down is a 3 damage.
Okay.
And
It's
then
starting to look a
I
little bit rough.
shoot my own fire at it.
It
Does a
is.
16 hit?
Where are you shooting from?
I'm over here.
Are you gonna stay there to shoot?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. That's a clear enough line. Yeah,
Yeah.
16
Yeah.
does hit.
It's a tiny turret, so we shoot right over it. And we do 1 damage.
Ooh.
Right. Every little bit.
Every
Mhm.
little bit.
All right. Anything else, Vulcan?
Oh.
All right. So this Duragar, still enlarged, is going to actually they are going to vanish,
Oh.
disappear from your sight.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye. One less enemy to deal with.
That's not how that works. They're just invisible.
Yeah.
All right. Osborne.
Okay, so DM,
Yes.
can I occupy the same space that VB8 is?
I'm gonna say no because you're both similar size.
Oh, but he's
But
tiny.
it's a construct that's very lithe and tiny,
I mean-
so it being in your way wouldn't impose any sort of cover. You
Uh-huh.
just can't be in the same space. Are you a small creature or a tiny creature?
I'm small, he's tiny.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay. So what I want to do is thing to work. There we go.
I'll say you can squeeze in between it and Wilhelm, especially since Wilhelm is stunned right now. You're not
I'm
having to
gonna-
navigate around him.
And I'm gonna
Yep.
Eh.
and in a 30-foot line in front of me, so to about right here. I need everything to make a let me look at the spell.
Dex
Hang on.
save.
Yes. Yeah, Dex of 12. Another natural 20? Ooh. For both of
there's
them or
all-
just one? Even if they're invisible, they get hit.
I know.
Okay, just saying. Okay. Do I need to roll damage or was that it?
Does it do half on a success?
I don't think so.
Then
Stream
you-
of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid. It doesn't say anything about half damage or
Okay.
success. Okay.
Then no.
All right.
Do you move back out of that spot or stay there?
Oh, yeah, you know I'm going to move out of this spot.
All right. It is going to take its op attack against you.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
I don't think it... yeah. No, it does not.
Okay.
Awesome.
You are too nimble as this morning star cleaves into the stone right where you just stood.
Ooh.
All right. Zadrin.
I will bonus action, like concentrate on him with my planar warrior ability and shoot at him.
Okay.
And I'm assuming an 11 misses.
Nope, that hits.
Oh, okay.
He's a big, beefy boy.
So that'll be 2d8. Not plus 8. Yeah. And d6. All right, that will be 19 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Math. Ooh. He is barely hanging on. You're watching sinew and muscle tissue just sludge into piles at its feet. It is barely staying upright. More skeleton than meat at this point.
Wicked.
Damn. I'm embedding 1 hit point left.
You are doing your hunter's mark damage, right?
Yeah, it's 2d8 and a d6. And I rolled almost max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can't see the Duragard, use action, bonus action. I'm gonna stay where I am. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It is going to keep wailing on Wilhelm, and you are stunned, I believe.
Advantage.
So it's at advantage. Okay, so that might hit 21.
Hits.
Ooh, low damage though. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Eight. And when I'm stunned, it's not automatically a crit. Everything. Am I thinking paralyzed?
When you're stunned, it's not automatically a
I don't
crit.
think
good.
you're incapacitated when you're
Good, good,
stunned,
good.
and it's incapacitated that
Cool.
grants that auto crit.
Yeah, I don't know the auto crit one, but I know stun doesn't do that.
Good. And that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah, that's very important. Very important.
Oh, you are incapacitated.
Oh. Oh.
Nope,
Oh.
but you're good. You're good.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It is going to move away, though, being very hurt and seeing Wilhelm not looking poised to strike out at him. Griffin, does your turret get up attacks? I don't think it has reactions.
No, it doesn't take reactions.
Okay.
I'm in the same square as Wilhelm is.
You are?
That's me. That's me.
Oh,
I was right here. Bing.
oh.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
you wouldn't have needed to be behind him. You can't occupy the same space as him.
Yeah, I don't know why the token got put on top of it, but
You
yeah, I
can,
guess
you
I would
can
be
just
behind him.
hold down Alt and then put your token right behind me. Right there.
Yee.
There you go.
All right. Granted, it is your turn
Great.
as you watch
I'm
the
going-
creature stumble away.
Yeah. 20 feet, which is
40
actually
feet.
10 feet. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did my math the wrong direction. 40 feet, so I can't reach him. All right. Well, that went my brilliant plan I had. I look down at Wilhelm. I guess I assume you're stunned on the ground, or are you?
No, apparently
up?
he's still standing. I don't know
He's
how far.
upright. He's doing the like swaying thing with the cartoon birds flying around. his
Yeah,
head.
yeah. Like the Mortal Kombat thing, like right where she needs to just put in the thing to do the finish him. Yeah, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have another spell slot if it's something you would do you need some help from an old lady? An old dragon?
Mother, what are you doing here?
Oh dear. Oh goodness.
Oh, and I'm gonna give a nice shoulder squeeze again and cast Cure Wounds, but I'm just gonna cast it at level 1 this time. Right. So, let's see. 8 plus 2 is 10.
Amazing.
Gran, is that your turn?
I'm also gonna move towards him.
Okay.
But that's my turn.
All right. Wilhelm, at the end of your turn, you are no longer stunned.
I am standing where I dropped my torch.
All right. Vulcan.
VB8 charge. Spray. Fire, burn.
I look down at BB-8 like I've never seen this sort of technology before.
You probably
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah.
No. It's a Tins Towns and Old Dragons stereotype.
Did he make the deck save?
Got what is your DC? I got a
13.
14.
Oh, boo.
Uh,
He takes 7 damage.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Wow.
I
And
will
This is from what attack?
flamethrower
Okay.
from the
You
robot.
watch as it kind of shambles away. The flames just eating into its back, piercing through flesh and ripping through its open rib cage.
Hmm.
And you watch it drop to one knee. You are sure that that damage should have put it down. But after a moment, it slowly forces itself back to its feet and
Oh,
turns
no.
its undead gaze towards you.
Towards
It
me?
is pissed. Yep.
Well,
Well, your turret.
My turret doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah, but he's next to me.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, I will come up this way and lob some acid at it. If fire won't burn it, acid will.
Is it another deck save?
It is another deck save. I apologize.
13.
Takes 2 damage. Melt, you bastard, melt.
The acid seems to do what the flame could not, eating away at the bone until the spinal column collapses in on itself and is no longer able to support the weight of this creature as it finally goes down and stays down.
Yay.
Anything else?
And I end my turn.
All right. Next, with advantage, and the war pick, Gran, does a 23 hit you?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice, Gran. Nice. Stick with it, Gran. Stick with it.
As the invisible Duragar reappears, taking its attack against you, having moved into the newly vacated space, you take, while enlarged, okay, 10 points of piercing damage from its war pick as this massive enlarged Duragar appears out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Ah! Ooh. Well, it's what I get for being in the front, I guess.
All right, but that is. No, he is going to take the op attack to move back a bit. He can only get to here, though, because of the movement it took to get there.
Sweet.
So that is his turn. Osborne.
Does
Wait, did I
Gran-
not get
does
my
Gran
opportunity?
take an up attack?
Oh, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Question. When you do opportunity attacks, can you use bonus actions too?
No,
No.
it's just
No, it's just a melee
melee.
attack. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. Just
Unless you have a warcaster, then you can use a cantrip.
Well. I'm just gonna use my quarterstaff. I was gonna do something cool, but it's fine. 14.
14, unfortunately, does not hit. It impacts the back of his armor as he moves
It's a-
away.
It took me so long to grab my quarterstaff again that I very clumsily whacked at him.
All right. That does bring us to Osborne.
Okay, so here's the problem with cantrips. Spells. Okay.
Mhm.
If I was firing a bow and I rolled a natural 20, that would be a critical hit, right?
Yeah.
If I roll a 20 with a firebolt, is that a critical hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
all
That's
the
a
time.
There
ranged
is
attack.
no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I
rolled
guess there is
crit.
no problem. Okay, there we go.
You fool.
Spells are good again.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, well, 14 points fire damage.
Oh, you did crit on him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
well done. Okay.
Nice.
Plus the 9 he had taken.
I had this crazy
Ooh.
idea that a crit didn't mean anything with a cantrip, but okay.
Yeah. How long have you been playing this?
Yeah.
Flames
You've
seem
been
to
DMing
penetrate-
us. I guess
The
we haven't
flames
been
seem
using
to
enough
penetrate
cantrips.
beneath the armor and almost wreathe out from all the little crevices and nooks that it has, and he is very fucked up.
That's what we like to hear.
Then I'll just stay where I am. That's the end of my turn.
Zajin.
He would have 3/4 cover, if any visibility, right? From that point. I think from where the
I would
ogre
say
started
so.
out last time.
Yeah, because keep in mind this is a 20-foot long hallway.
Yeah. I'll bonus action if I can still even barely see him. Move the Hunter's Mark to him.
Okay.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. I will move here. Well, here.
Okay.
With 30 feet, and does still cover or no, Jet? Well, and then, yeah.
No, I'd say you have a clear shot, especially with him being enlarged.
Okay, cool. 2 of those. Natural 20.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness
shit!
gracious.
Yeah.
Let's go.
For a 28. Let's see. So 2d8 and 2d6.
Whew.
That'll be 10 for that, and then so 17 points of piercing damage total.
How do you want to kill him?
Yeah.
Right through the eye.
Baller.
Okay. You watch it sort of retreating from Gran, and as her staff just glances off its back, it just turns and looks over its shoulder to
Yep.
it collapses to the ground. Okay. Nicely done. Anything else?
That's everything I can do.
Okay. Dead. Gran, we're staying in initiative for now. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Right. I mean, we can't see anyone else, right? So we can
Not
just
currently.
explore a little bit. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hobble around then. I'm gonna go out into this room cautiously. I'm not like stealthing or anything. Just kind of trying to be cautious. And I really want to go see what's up with these cages.
Okay. The one cage here appears to be empty. It is filled with disgusting furs, scraps of cloth. It seems like this was probably the usual residing place of the ogre when it wasn't on alert. The second cage is the one that has the nervous goats sort of shifting about within, and then the third cage appears to be empty.
Oh, what's the lock situation on this cage? Can we just release this goat? That can be kind of fun.
It just has it seems to have a pull lever on it. You want to try and
Oh,
open
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the cage and the goats just stand there petrified, having just watched this fight.
I give it a small amount of rations from my bag, and then I completely leave it alone. Is it
Well,
considered a beast?
I'll say you've got the cage open
Yeah, it's
on
a
your
beast.
turn.
Oh, wait, it is a beast?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Goat? Yeah.
Unless it's some kind of crazy demon goat, yeah.
But I'll say it's your action to interact with the cage and open it and set.
Oh, yeah,
them free.
that's... Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. I need to
Wilhelm.
read this anyway.
Wilhelm will sheathe his sword, pick back up the torch, keep his
Okay.
shield at the ready, move. Oh, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's as far as I can move. It's right there. Right.
Okay.
Oh, I guess no. I think picking everything up took some move, right? Right? So I don't need to. I can't double move, right?
You can.
Okay, you're gonna let me double move. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
You can dash, yeah.
Mhm.
Boop, boop, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop. There I am.
Okay. getting that far, you would see poised within this next chamber appears to be another Duragar standing on alert, already sort of like all weapons drawn, shield out, look of fury, and as soon as it sees you, it clacks its war pick against its shield and begins to grow.
It wasn't that alert.
As he goes, I have to drop the torch in order to respond to you. I'm very sorry. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. No, you go on your turn. Okay. Vulcan, you watch Wilhelm sort of sprint through into the room, scanning for other threats, and come to a halt. And then you hear from that next chamber the ching, ching, rah!
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here, scoop up my little guy, and then move over here. And then I can see him from here, can't I? This guy.
Barely. Now that you know he's there and know to look into that next chamber, yeah, you can see sort of his side as he begins to grow bigger.
All right, you know what time it is, guys. It's time to throw some acid.
What's your range on that?
Oh, that's sick. Hold on, I don't think I can do that. That's 60
He's
feet.
currently 80 feet from you.
Oh, you son of a! I will
Gun.
hold
Son of a gun.
my action and throw some acid when I can.
Okay. We're just gonna run him on the same initiative. He will finish growing and move 10, 20, 30.
Oh, bingo. That's acid range.
Go ahead.
And roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. No, wait, he's not the one with the -2. Hold on. 10. I'm guessing that still fails.
He takes 4 acid damage, and I laugh at him. I don't really laugh at him. That'd be rude.
All right, he takes it and will hurl his javelin at Wilhelm. Probably gonna miss with a 14.
That misses.
Is your Shield of Faith concentration, by the way?
That Shield of Faith is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, once I smited it, it was gone, right?
Once you got smacked for 16 points of damage, it's probably gone.
Well, I could have rolled the concentration check on that. How dare you?
But did you?
All right, and then the other one is going to do the same. Actually, he sees you. Well, no, that's too far for a javelin. Yeah, he's going to throw at Wilhelm as well.
Oh, this poor guy.
Nice.
Keep
Oh,
missing.
okay. Osborne.
Okay, so Osborne, if I did the math right, I believe I can get right about here. Here. I can get right about there. And then from there, I'm gonna firebolt at. Which one took the acid damage? This one?
This one.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at that one with firebolt. Does a 13 hit him?
Unfortunately not. This one glances off the shield that he carries.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. Does anyone here speak Undercommon?
Nope.
No.
You speak Dwarvish.
Oh, Osborne?
Harvest too.
Okay.
Me 3.
So you hear
Primordial.
a low, gravelly, cackling chuckle from around the corner as appearing in this doorway, you see a massive Duragar, the same gray skin and white hair, but this one's armor seem much more finely crafted, as does his weapon. You see this fellow.
Holy damn.
Look at that.
Big boy.
Oh.
And he calls out in Undercommon, "Ye have no idea with whom you toy. Meet your doom!" And clangs his war pick against his shield as well.
Yeah, I think he's probably right.
Wilhelm's like, I just want to drop my torch so that I can clang back at them so that they know that I accept their challenge.
Let's see. Wilhelm, Gran, Osborne, Vulcan. I need you all to give me wisdom saving throws.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, 19, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
15.
5.
Wilhelm.
19 as well.
All right. So Osborne, you are
Yes.
frightened of this massive, imposing.
I'm not
Duragar.
surprised.
Not a surprise.
That's pretty on. That's pretty on brand with Osborne.
Yeah. You really have to make me roll for that, honestly.
All right, Zajin.
Alrighty, I will move up to here. Let's see. He probably has cover. I'm going to bonus action, move my hunter's mark to this guy.
Okay.
That's been hit with the acid. And then shoot my arrow at him. Shoot an arrow. For a natural 1.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that your like second one tonight?
It is. It is.
Oh no. Unfortunately not. He just sort of bats the arrow out of midair with its shield and grins with these massive, like flat bottomed, almost like, I don't know, herbivore teeth. They look almost too big for his skull.
Oof,
It's a really
Eh.
unsettling sight.
that is unsettling.
Gran.
Right. Since I am Circle of the Shepherd, I know the Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Sylvan? Yeah.
Sylvan.
So I would like to try and, I know I can't necessarily speak with them, with the goat, but I can I can understand their noises. I can read what it does. You learn to speak Sylvan, and beasts can understand your speech, and you gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions.
Okay.
So I kind of like, after I want to try and feed the goat some of my little rations.
Why is a creature like you so spooked and in such a horrid dungeon?
They are pressing against the wall away from you and don't want to interact with you, and it's pretty easy. You don't think you would even need the feat to insight that they are just petrified. They are obvious. They don't belong here.
Do they take the food?
No.
Well, just know that the people you see in front of you, you will be safe with them.
And then I'm gonna just kind of leave that situation and go towards the. Does that count as my action? Can I still move? At least.
I'm gonna say taking the time to like talk to them, pausing and trying to offer them something and waiting and see if they would take it. Yeah, that would be your action.
No problem. All right, I am gonna move though, and I'm gonna get a little bit closer to Wilhelm. I want to kind of hide. It's this alt shit you guys are talking about. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be right there.
Okay. Wilhelm, it is your turn.
Ah, excellent. All right. Well, I will. Oh my gosh. There's so many enemies. Wilhelm is very excited about this. Though he's not a very smart man. As he moves here. Nope. I should have hit Alt. Drop. Drops the torch there. Draws his sword. You can do all of that because D&D 5e is the best. And attacks. Ooh,
Okay.
not great. How does a old 12 hit you?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Mm.
Sorry, buddy.
Wilhelm swings and misses and goes, "Oh no!"
All right. Vulcan.
I'm going to dash up here.
Ooh. Oh, you are. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then bonus action, flamethrower these guys. I think it'll hit. That hits.
Is it a line
Wait.
or a cone?
No, it's a cone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 deck saves.
Yeah.
got the
13. That's the lucky number.
So the lesser one succeeded. The big boy failed.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
You don't see that often, you know.
That's gonna be 13 damage
And then half on a success.
on the success.
Takes it. With a hearty battle cry in return. Anything else?
No.
Mm.
All right. Next, it comes back to their turn. The one in front of you, Wilhelm, just swinging that war pick,
Yep.
is going to miss.
Yes.
This one is going to, oop, not you, move into
Back
melee with
so-
you, Vulcan.
Try.
Oh, that's why. And he is going to try and hit you. 23 to hit.
Yeah, okay. He
Ooh.
tried pretty good.
He is enlarged. So
No.
double the damage die
No.
for 7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, okay. That's
He
fine.
brings the sharp end of the war pick across your shoulder.
Not the shoulder that my guy's on, I hope.
All right, that is their turn. Osborne.
Okay, so Osborne's gonna move right about meow. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Snillick's snowball thing again,
Okay.
which will hit both fancy guy here and this dude here.
Okay.
So they both, yeah. So they
Dex
both,
saves.
yeah, deck saves.
All right. We'll do big boy first. 16.
That passes.
Flat. Smaller guy. 5.
That fails. Okay, so let me see what the damage is. Okay, so 10 for the one that failed and 5 for the one that passed.
Okay.
And then that's all it does.
They
That's
are
all it does.
both now just bloodied.
And then I'm going to use a sorcery point to quicken a spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Firebolt as a bonus action
Alrighty.
against this one here, the one that's in front of Vulcan.
Okay.
That. Hey, dirty 20
That'll
Ooh,
hit.
Nice.
for 8 points of fire damage.
Ooh. Barely standing.
Ooh.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to big boy. He's going to move up here.
Don't like
He's
that.
actually going to squeeze past.
What?
you.
Don't like that.
He's so big.
what?
Oh! I don't like that. Where's he
Flanking
going?
you. You'll get advantage with the flanking bonus.
Oh no,
Ooh.
that's okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Rolled a natural 20,
Ooh.
which means his already doubled damage die from being enlarged are doubled again.
That's fine.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you're gonna be
That's
fine, Vulcan. Don't worry.
I'll be
Sure,
okay.
it'll be okay. You have the backup character, right? 'Cause
You take 14 points of piercing.
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, we're good.
That's
I rolled
nothing.
very low on those damage.
Oh my god.
So,
Look, I'm just saying,
places
places like this generally have jail cells, so if you want your backup character to be like a prisoner, you just probably
There
No,
was
no
an
need
open
for
cell
him.
right
it
there.
just lends itself
Yeah.
right to a.
No need for him. I got it. I got
Okay.
it.
I've got one. I'm coming up with him right now on the fly. I'm just saying.
All right. That brings us to Zajin.
Alrighty, so I can continue attacking the guy that's 100 marked, or I'll attack the one that is almost down. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Instead of moving the 100 mark, I'm just going to use my planar warrior ability to make this all force damage with an extra d8 of force. And does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. So that'll be 2d8. 4. Rolling dice for 15 damage.
That does it. How do you want to flavor it?
Right through the throat, out the spine. Just quick
All
and
right,
easy.
you wait
Yeah.
until he raises his war pick for another strike, and it creates like a gap in his chest plate and the chainmail, and you sink an arrow to the fletching into his throat, and he drops immediately. Very nice.
that
Anything else?
advantage?
Nod. Yeah.
All right. Gran.
Okay. So I look over at my boys over there and just kind of want to do a nice visual. How do they look? Are they breathing heavy? Are they bleeding heavily? What do they look like?
To the enemies or your guys?
No, Vulcan and Wilhelm.
I look well, my friend. Also, Wilhelm realized he forgot to subtract 3 from every hit from an enemy. So you've totally overhealed him. He's a total jerk. He's very
Okay,
sorry
good.
about that.
No problem. I'm glad I get to use my turn for something else.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast.
What about that? What about the other guy? What about Vulcan?
If I'm above 0 hit points, I'm good to go.
Oh, Vulcan. Oh, Vulcan apparently really has his backup character ready. I'm just saying. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I have healing as bonus actions. What do we do?
Oh, by all means, take it. Give it to
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is happening? Okay. Then I guess I can't cast Shillelagh then, and I will heal him. So I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Vulcan.
Oh, you can totally cast Shillelagh.
That's okay. I still get a D6. So that's 6 points of healing for you. And then I'm going to. I think I'm within 5 feet of this guy. I'm not yet, but I can move. I'll move within 5 feet.
Keep in mind that this is not here. This is just an open pit because y'all were detected in the trapdoor or the what are those things called?
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge.
Oh.
Drawbridge, thank you. Has been lifted.
Oh, that is important. I'm gonna move away from that. I was using that as like cover, so that is not what I need to be doing. All right, I'm gonna move here, and then I'm just gonna swing with my quarterstaff. Then
Oh, that's flanking too.
You do
You
get
get
flanking.
advantage.
woo! All right.
Granny.
Okay. Granny only got a 14, even with advantage.
Unfortunately not.
Oh well.
You impact, but his well-made armor just absorbs the blow.
Oh, drat!
And he sort
These-
of looks back at you.
Oh, these guys are strong. Oh.
Wilhelm!
All right, Wilhelm is going to. I guess he hasn't. Oh no! But if he does that, he won't be able to use it. Ooh, good. Yeah. All right. We're risking it for the biscuit. He's just swinging.
Do it.
Swing, baby, swing.
Does the 16 hit this guy?
16 meets.
Yes. All right. And so he will use his final spell slot to smite him. He's probably not undead, so it's only 3d8. I've lost that one for forever. It will never be found. When my
You
cat
need 11 points.
Don't tell me. Okay. Well, I have a 5 and a 6 here, plus 3, plus 4, so I kill it.
How do you want to do it?
Ow.
He calls out once again, Tempest, and strikes him down. This enemy, gets past his guard and strikes true. But then what's really important? Oh.
Hmm.
I was talking about the other guy.
18 points
Yeah.
was your total damage.
Hold on. It was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. It was 18.
That still does it.
Cool.
Okay, great. Yeah. He was getting rid of the ads before he targeted the boss.
That is literally how many this guy had.
Cool.
Nice.
Because then he wanted to move here and give Granny he's got to use alt. And he's like, yes, and he's also flanking now, and that was his turn.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Vulcan.
Okay. I'm gonna move this guy right here so he does not cook anybody else when
That
he
would be nice.
flames the thrower.
Okay.
DC 13.
He made it.
I rolled a 13 on the die, and he has no modifier.
That's fine. That's still
Look, hurt him, man.
5 damage.
That's still
Wow.
good. That's still real
He's
good.
barely hanging on.
And then 5 damage. What can I make? Can I do 5 damage?
Oh, I think you can. I
Uh,
think
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to do.
Just
I think you
punch
might need to do
Yeah.
Just
about
punch him.
8 damage though. Just throw that there.
Oh, you know what? I can also move right there, right? And then use burning hands.
Where are you moving?
I'm moving right on top, my guy.
Why
Can't
don't
you
you have?
use burning hands from where you were?
If I would hit you if I did, because you'd be right behind him.
Couldn't you have moved your little guy over 5 more feet, and then you could move there?
I can move myself 5 more feet too, I guess.
There you go.
Reverse if you're.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, you can position yourself
Mm-hmm.
right there. You can do a 15-foot cone and not get your allies.
All right, burning hands, burn, baby, burn.
Oh no. That's fine. It'll be
That's
fine.
another DC 13.
Deck save?
Yeah, clear.
16.
6.
That's exactly what you needed.
That is exactly what you needed.
Yay! You did it.
Woo!
Fire
How do you wanna do
cleanses
this, Vulcan?
all. So the fire from VB8, he's cooking the guy, and he's yelling, right? And he's roaring because he roars.
Mhm.
And then I pile on with more fire, and he starts cooking, and there's like a pyre, and then he melts and he's dead.
You hear his enraged battle cry turn to shrieks of pain and panic, and as
Mm.
fire just continues to gout at, around, and upon him. You can hear the bubbling, sizzling sound of flesh cooking within his metal armor as he crumples to the ground with a dying wail.
Ugh.
He is dead. And the chamber falls silent except for the nervous shifting of a pair of goats still tucked into the back corner of the cage. And that, I think, is where we will leave it for tonight.
All right.
Would have been good to question one of the guys.
Well, you
Yeah, we'll deal with that.
you take him captive, you big jerk.
Hey, I wasn't gonna stop y'all.
Nobody
That's why I
can
waited till
guess.
afterwards.
Maybe Granny can cast Speak with Dead.
I don't think she's
Yeah.
that type of.
I don't have
granny.
that prepared.
Yeah.
She's not that kind of granny.
No, I'm our de facto cleric
Not that kind of granny.
I will say it should be after you search the place and recover everything and return it. But that would mean doing it in the middle of a session. So y'all can go ahead and level up once again.
Whoa!
Level
did
4.
Oh.
All right.
Now,
Also wanna-
now I'm doing it properly.
Want to sneak in a mending on my guy. On my little
Vulcan,
robot.
at some point, you're gonna have to do your cone of burning hands, and I'm gonna have to do my ancestral, like freezing dragon breath.
Uh-huh.
Say like right after each other during combat, and it's gonna be so epic.
That'd be badass.
The story of fire and ice.
All right. Well, that is all we have for this evening. I know we ran a bit late, so thank you, folks, for hanging out with us. It's been so fun to get back to this. Follow the Neon Goblin Twitter at Goblin Neon to know when we are going to be running our next session. Next week, it looks like we may still have a couple players out of commission, so we'll keep you posted there on when our next broadcast is going to be. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. We love you all very much. Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
I love you.
Bye.
Thank you.